Oh man. You know, chat, every time I have to start one, this one, and then this one. Wow. I did it. And with no casualties. And also, hand reveal. Because I don't have my gloves. My compression goodness. Okay. So, welcome to the next live stream, this chill vibe. And today, I'm not drinking any of this. I'm pretty much dead. But I am going to be doing some water because it's going to be delicious, dude. All right, hang on. There's a thing I have to do. And this fucking website does not work when I want it to do a thing. How do you check? Is it this one? Oh, it is that one. Okay, I got it. I figured it out. We're good. There's not really a goal, but there is kind of a goal. I wanted to do a stream about this weird Metroid thing type deal. And what it is people... Wait, holy shit. I forgot it's not even... Wait, is that why no one joined? Because it's not even... I'm so sorry, chat. Listen, I should have known. It's public now. Now everyone can join. I forgot to set it to public. We're starting off on a great stream. Don't worry, I think DVR is enabled. So if you really think you missed anything, you can rewind the stream. Damn it. Hell! And I got the soundboard on top. Oh my god. This is what I get for not drinking. See, if I were drinking, I would have been on the up and up, and I would have said, this is how I can make this stream good. But welcome to the live stream. Today we're drinking water. Because I did kind of like nearly drink myself into a coma this time. So it's not going to be as long of a stream. At least that's what I think. And I would really like to think that that we can just go through the stuff that I do have. But welcome to the stream. I want to stream more, especially if it's formatted like this. And also I need a better camera. Should I make like an Amazon wish list? Do you think? I have ugly hands. Great, now I'm self-conscious from that one guy. Now I'm just gonna wear like winter gloves or something. It's also like cold. Usually my hands are pretty fat. But anyways, should I start like an Amazon wish list so people can buy me stuff? Yes. I feel weird about that. Like I started one and then I posted it like once or twice. So, who knows? Listen, no worries, Rui. You must hang out with the friends or tell your friends to watch. Tell your mom, tell your dad, tell your uncle, tell your sister. I feel like you have a sister. And a lot of you Europeans are already asleep anyways. Go to sleep. Also, I'm going to try to like stream earlier in the day. I can stream in a prime time of 10 a.m. if I really want to. But I'm usually like groggy. You know what? One day we'll have coffee together. We'll have coffee and tea. By the way, water is the drink of choice today. Hand reveal? No, the hand reveal's on the last stream and I forgot to upload it. But we have cool shit to do today. So, let me first of all close this window. I have to close this window because I forgot that there might be booba on it. And then I have to open up these other windows because there's not booba on it. It's really just a series of events. It's water. It's not vodka. I don't have vodka. I hate vodka. I don't like it. No hand holding. TOS for stream. Hello. Oh my god. I'm not even drunk. Hello, Necro. How are you? I'm okay. I can't catch a fucking break today. By the way, if you want to know how this stream was going, I started the stream, and then I forgot that I had it on unlisted And so now it was like, oh, why is no one here? But it's been a long day. Anyways, so I have a few things for us today. For our chill stream. Why DSP e-begging? Oh my god. Well, we can watch that video soon. We'll see. I'm not drunk. Can you tell the time? I'm not shrunk. It's 6:06 Pacific. Holy shit. Maybe I am. So if you want to know, the original tweet is gone, and I am very upset that it is gone. And you may not be able to see it, so let me like zoom in. It'll probably zoom in the rest of the site. So, Corey Balrog. I don't know what he does, to be real with you. I think he does video game stuff. I just don't know what he does. So no drug like Frit. Okay, I might have one drink. Hello everyone, I heard you like Charizard. Okay. You know what? Before I do that, I'm gonna story time you guys. So, do you guys remember way back in the day where Pokemon cards were first coming out? So I was playing the Pokemon video games, and he does God of War. Okay, I'm gonna show you two sides of the same coin then. So I was pretty sure, I just didn't know for sure, because the other guy that we're gonna talk about is also a God of War guy. But I played Pokemon Red version. That was like the first game that I got. And I got it on a... I didn't get a Game Boy. I got a Game Boy Color. And I fell in love with the game. And as I was a wee child. And so then, fast forward a few years, and then you get to current year, where the Charizard cards are a thing. I used to have... You're gonna hate me for this, okay? Let me show you something, chat. I used to have this... Hang on. This card. The one that goes for like $1 million. Or however much it goes for. I used to have one of those when I was a kid. And I was fucking happy that I had it too. I was slamming that shit down. I was like, too bad, I got Charizard. Look at these numbers. Sure, I don't know how to play the game. But... but I had fun. And that was... If you ever want to know where my luck went, because that card's gone. And my mom gave away all of my cards. They're all gone. She said... Because I asked her, because I know that we kept them in like a little binder of things. And she says to me one day, this was like a few months ago, and she says, oh yeah, I gave those away a long time ago to this lady and her son. So, I don't want to talk about it, chat. I could have been rich, and then we would have had a much different Necro, but now I'm poor, so it's okay. So the thing I'm going to show you here is so Corey Balrog, guy from the thing, because I only looked up one of these people. So Corey Balrog, I knew that he was like the God of War guy, but he came in and he put the Metroid thing. If you don't know why it has Metroid Heart, and it's because Homeboy deleted the tweet. The tweet was the thing that you've probably seen on Twitter left and right, and I don't think I have like a spot of it open. It's because this guy, Nick Marseille, tweeted about it, and it was the thing of Nintendo's $60 versus Sony's $60. That thing. There's another one I could find, but I'm not gonna give Porto Rock the day. Maybe another time. But it's okay. Value is subjective. And it's because of the GTA trilogy, where it's rumored to be $70 on the PS5 and the Xbox Series S and X. True. Snake Dude, I don't blame you for not having Twitter. In fact, I wish I could get rid of Twitter, but it's like I have Stockholm Syndrome, and I need to be here. Unfortunate. But this happened, and he's getting ratioed left and right. I'm afraid to scroll down because there might be something not safe for work there. Okay. There's actually a thing that I wanted to bring up about this, but Boogie replied to someone. Press F in chat for Boogie. He died again, probably, maybe. I don't care how much they want or how much they spend to make it. I care about having fun, and both titles are worth $60 to me. Can we open that? I actually didn't like vet this one. Oh yeah, see, like it's gone. But as you can tell, great message to the industry. Charge as much as you want to us. That's not how that works. They're not saying that. They're saying if the industry standard is $60 and I'm getting a full game for $60, Boogie died in jail. F for the lads. I know he keeps dying in mysterious ways. Then this is where we enter David Scott Gaffey, who says Nintendo's $60 game versus Shantae and the Seven Sirens, aka an actual great example of a modern Metroidvania, which is, FYI, only $30. Okay. Question mark? Oh my god. 60 is base standard, 70 is collectors. Yeah, like, well, okay, so we have been through. Hang on, you know what? This is a drink segment. Drink some. I am Necro-san. How ya is? We're making it, okay? So the problem with the weird thing where people are saying, well, this game's not worth $60, this one's worth $30, is, and it's weird because I hate to sound like I'm defending Nintendo, but Nintendo still sells Mario Kart, and that came out, what, 7 years ago? And they still sell it for $60. But it's a complete game, and it has replayability. That's what you do, is you can 100% the game, or you can beat it at your own leisure. Shantae is also the same kind of game. But, again, if they want to argue, well, this one has graphics, and this one doesn't, then, oh, sorry, you guys can see it, but does that really matter? Cuphead was like $20, and that game's better than Grand Theft Auto 5 to me. I don't know. Reminder: David Gaffey said Dread sucked because, oh yeah, but don't worry, we got the video of David Gaffey talking about Metroid Dread and his impressions playing the game. Very, very strange individual. We're talking Dean Takahashi too, Electric Boogaloo, kind of. But Nick takes this as a gotcha because David Gaffey said this thing. And yeah, we did. Your point. Yeah, like this changes literally nothing because David Gaffey said something. Apparently I also have to just say, well, sorry guys. I might be stupid. I don't know. So, this is the entire tweet. Him just being facetious. Now, by the way, I need to show you this thing really quick. Yeah, he is an older DSP. He does a DSP like thing, and I'll explain in a little bit. Because I think I have it pulled up. David Gaffey poked the Metroid fan base this way. Pretty much saying, you shouldn't be spending $60 on this game. Okay. This is his great Twitter. I mean, the signs are kind of there. You can go ahead and take with that what you will. Do people remember calling out cars? And Mickey Mania? Who fucking knows? Yeah, you guys have been lied to. I'll talk about that probably in like the final moments. Also, David Gaffey. Me after dealing with Metroid fanboys the last few days. It's almost like if you talk shit about them, they might come and voice their opinions. Pretty fucking weird. David Gaffey is here you go. For all the games that he's made, he's been in the industry for a very long time. But the things that he is known for in his works are Twisted Metal and God of War. But you guys probably don't care that he made Mickey Mania or Sky Blazer or Cliffhanger. Big ups Cliffhanger featuring Sylvester Stallone. And Drawn to Death. That game kind of flopped, didn't it? Anyways. Wait, what was Calling All Cars? Did anyone play this? Oh. Well, anyways. So David Gaffey got corrected by a person here. It says, this one took me a few minutes to figure out. David Gaffey wouldn't understand the reward of figuring it out. Hashtag Metroid Dread. Where there is a puzzle. It's really easy. And I've seen this puzzle. But you go up top, right where this person's going. And then you get to this segment where there's a turbine blowing. Now, what do you think you should do? Because you just acquired an ability that lets you do, like, the speed boost. What do you do with that speed boost? Huh. It's almost like you're supposed to apply it here. And then once you get in the right position, then you can, get up top. It's almost like it's trial and error. Now, Mr. David Gaffey, that's probably because my sense of self-worth and value isn't tied to checks notes playing a fucking video game. Well, you sure as shit make them, so why not? That's such a weird fucking statement, too. My self-worth isn't tied to video game. Looking at this makes me want to take a drink. Listen, we're drinking water today. Also, it did get kind of dark, didn't it? Must be clouds. Wait, for the price, Dread is a ripoff. You can 100% it in less than 15 hours. I 100%ed... what game was it? Psychonauts 2 in less than 15 hours. That game is worth every bit of $60. Whether or not... So, I think it comes down to personal opinion, which is fine. You can say, this is my opinion. No one cares that you don't think that it's worth... I'm not, like, shitting on you. I'm just saying... No one cares that it's not $60 or that it is. Like, it's like, I don't care about it. Like how you did. Like, I don't think it's worth 60. You can, like, to me, that's not a great value in a video game. And that's perfectly fine. But when you start trying to bash on them this way... Wait, the Psychonauts doesn't look like an early Xbox One game. I will tell you, the Psychonauts 1, if I paid anywhere close to that amount of money for that game in current day, I'd be fucking mad. I actually did not like Psychonauts 1. And I played that, like, right after I beat Psychonauts 2. That game was kind of hard. Like, not hard, like, difficult. It was hard, like, it was fucking strange. The controls were just really weird. Psychonauts 2 improves that. But it's on Game Pass, so unless you really just love it, maybe. So this is where this originated from. Time for design school. And again, you can not like Metroid Dread for $60, and I think that's perfectly fine. I don't think it's worth $60 personally, but when special boys and girls make an ass out of themselves on Twitter, I'm almost inclined to go with the other opinion, that maybe it is worth 60. Because then they start doing this dumb shit. He's explaining this, how DSP explains games. And DSP's not good at games. I thought about 2, just input 2 there. I can't even play 1 because it refuses to launch more than once on my PC. I have it on PC, but I'm not gonna fuck with that. $60 is American dollars. $100 Australian dollars is what most games are sold on retail release. So I think the price is fair. Fair enough. Dread is about 10% of the minimum wage in my country, lol. Yeah, prices for video games are fucking... they're dog shit. I'm not gonna lie. But here's wonderful David Jaffe talking about his impressions. I'm gonna be real with you, Chief. I think David Gaffey's kind of stupid. And he'll probably find this. He's probably gonna fucking come and take my chain. He's gonna be like, NECRO, I don't know who you are, but you're a little bitch. And I'll be like, yeah, probably, but doesn't matter. I still think you're a shithead. Anyways, I have to show you this before we do a thing, because King of Weeps kind of brought this up a little bit. NECRO, you own any consoles? I do. I own a PS4, which is right here, and then an Xbox Series S, which is like way over there. Holy shit. You know what? Hang on. I'm going to turn on the light. Chat. We need light. That's beautiful. Also, my squeaky chair. I have a squeaky chair like the guy. Amazing. So Phil was playing Lost Judgment last night. Jesus, no Sega Genesis. Jeans, you would cry if you heard the story that I had to tell you about that. I don't want to talk about it. So, since I know that someone brought this up, I think it's King of Weeps. So Phil was playing Lost Judgment last night. A good game from what I hear. Good to see you somewhat drunk stream. Oh, I'm not drunk, I'm just stupid. Alright, so here's Phil's weird unrecorded/unrecorded Lost Judgment rant, and this is like right at the end of his stream.
All right, guys. Well, that was a fun stream of Lost Judgment. And if anything, this is cool because they're now making really good progress. And next time around, likely what I'll do is see what the new club is. But then maybe what we'll do is we'll do like half and half.
Half and half? I don't know why he has like that weird accent for that. Wait, Lost Judgment out? Yeah, Lost Judgment's been out, Aaron Mantaro. I think for at least a week.
You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying?
We'll do this new club, but then at the same time, we'll do some of the story advancement to try to get like a balance. And by the way, to remind everyone,
oh jeez. Okay, this is the hard bag if you're wondering.
This game will now be played multiple times a week, at least 2, if not 3. I have 3 streams of Lost Judgment scheduled for next week, so that we can make good progress in the game.
By the way, DSP's version of progress is meaningless. His description of it is just absolutely worthless. It's where he calls it progress. He plays the game. I can't even tell you like what his schedule is, but he plays it like every other day. So he doesn't play it like how you would assume a normal person would play a game. He plays it like I play it for 3 hours one day. And then I play a few different games at night. And the next day is different games, and then I'll play it probably again on the day after. Yeah, so okay. Yes, Tom. So what happened is Phil, if he doesn't get enough money for a stream, he will not play it. And that's what this whole thing is. That's what this video is.
So guys, listen, I know support tonight was slow, okay? I'm not gonna lie, look.
Support is slow. Guys, give me money. And you see, that's why I don't ask you guys for anything. If you want to be a member, if you want to super chat, and I don't know where my stream label thing, whatever it's called, is, but like, that's why I don't do that, because he does this shit.
For $28, we didn't even get the tier 1 tips call. Okay, what I would hope is thus. Maybe now that I'm going to be playing it more consistently, maybe some people will get caught up on the videos and be like, oh, okay, and start coming to the streams again. All right, I understand. This is really the first time we're kind of coming back to this in a while where I'll be honest, I kind of neglected the game because I was busy with everything else.
He was busy playing Battlefield and getting his ass bad. How is Metroid bad? I don't know.
If you guys like this, I really hope you'll come back to watch it over the next couple of weeks because I'll be playing it way more, and I hope you'll support the playthrough, okay? I love the game.
Oh yeah, wait. Why is one of the first things that shows up on YouTube after searching DSP him beating off? Oh, that's because that's what he's known for. Phil masturbated on camera one day. He didn't have like an overlay like how he does now, where it's like pictures and stuff like that. He calls it pre-stream artwork, but he accidentally already had the camera clicked on, and he claims that he was scratching his leg, but we know.
At the very same time, I can't play this 3 times a week and make $20 a stream. That's, you know, I'm doing a business here.
I'm doing a business. Give me money. If you're not giving me money, I can't keep playing this game, bros.
And it seems like every other game I'm playing is doing better right now when it comes to support.
He calls anything money support. Guys, if you like the NECRO streams, support the streams. It sounds so fucking weird to say.
So hopefully moving forward, things will pick up with this game. All right. For now, it is what it is. I had a great time with you guys tonight. I hope you guys enjoyed the stream tonight. Until next time, which by the way is very soon, in a couple days, we're doing another stream. Okay, guys?
In a couple of days. So it makes no fucking difference whether or not you gave him money today, because unless you give him money the next time, it's not going to mean anything. It's really fucking weird. So this is why Metroid Dread is bad. And boy, I don't know if you guys have played through it. I don't think that there's spoilers. But here's David Gaffey talking about Thing. And by the way, I think I told you guys this about DC Douglas, didn't I, on like the last stream? DC Douglas absolutely hates me because I called him a nobody. I think that this might be the case.
These are my quick impressions of Metroid. Before I get into it, let me tell you, because I know people think I do contrarian shit.
You kind of do. A lot.
I don't. That's not my goal. I just talk about things that interest me, and things that I play. So I loved in the last month, right? I've loved Hot Wheels. I've loved Insurgency Sandstorm. I have loved... well, Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart was more than a month, but I've loved...
Bro, you love PlayStation games. We got it.
Miles Morales. There's been a lot of games in the new Director's Cut Ghost of Tsushima. I am totally pro. I think, you know, a lot of people are saying 2021 is not a good year for games. I think it's been a great year for games.
Notice that he listed PlayStation games.
And I'm actually excited to do my Game of the Year list.
Man, he is like DSP. Why the fuck are we watching Phil? This is the real content right here.
And my sort of, you know, what I call the Yoshida Awards, which is sort of an award.
Wait, Tom, it is already emulatable. I mean, it is, if you happen to come across it, you can play it.
Awards, you know, ceremony, which is my take on the coolest design of the year. So I'm pretty positive on games this year, but so just, you know, there's...
Okay, so he helped make the last Twisted Metal that no one liked. I liked 2 and 3. And I want to say it was maybe 3 that I liked the most, but I know it was probably 2. Wait, DSP and him are old tubers, yeah. They're like way older than me too. Wait, Necro, is this guy a Sony pony? Yes.
There's the preamble, so people aren't like, you're always so fucking negative. No, maybe you're just watching those videos. I'm pretty positive on a lot of stuff. But anyway.
Oh my god, this is like watching Phil. We've made it, boys.
I didn't like Metroid.
Wow, shocker. I couldn't tell from the title.
I only gave it about 2.5 hours. If I need to give it more than that to know if I like it, it's a sign I don't.
Wait, so he didn't even beat it? What the fuck?
That's ridiculous. I deleted it, played it for about 2.5 hours. Here's why I didn't like it. Okay, so I got to a part, and I was going to capture a video, but I've already deleted it. I got to a part.
Why did you delete it? If he hated this game that much and he wanted to share the things that he's interested in, why did he delete the evidence? Curious.
Part where I was stuck. And I'm playing it on the stream, and some guy says, you can go back and look at it if people are enough curious. and they're like, oh, you need to shoot the ceiling. And I'm like, why would I shoot the ceiling? And lo and behold, they told me to go to this certain room, and I couldn't advance. I was told,
God, he's getting so he's knocking over shit. But then again, so was I the other day. I agree. If he didn't like it, I think 2.5 hours. If you're sitting there and you're just like, I hate this game, I think that's normal. Wait, he got stuck in an easy path and rage quit because he thought it was bad design. Yeah, the one that he circled is where he had the most issue because my game design. But again, if he didn't like it, that's perfectly fine. He could drop the game. I've dropped a couple of games because I haven't beat them either.
totally stuck.
But he said he's making a video talking about this.
And they're like, go to this room and shoot the ceiling. I'm like, okay. Now, for an Easter egg, sure. But no, that was the way to proceed. The ceiling suddenly, popped open and gave way to some destroyable blocks, and then I was able to continue. And I'm like, how in the world was I to know I'm supposed to shoot that fucking ceiling? And
because it's a Metroidvania game. That's what you do. Thank you, Willie the Kid, for the 2 that says, hey man, how are you, dude? I hope you feel better, man. I do feel a little bit better. I was actually death the past couple of days, and I took a nap earlier, and now I'm like energized enough that I want to sit through this awful video. And also I have like whatever. It's fine.
it didn't
But thank you for the 2.
stand out. It didn't look like a piece of, sometimes the lighting or the texture on the model makes it look like it's interactable. It just blended in perfectly.
This is how you say, I've never played a Metroidvania game without saying I've looked up. Oh my god. Holy shit, man. I can't with this dude. He does know that Metroidvania games you shoot them, right? Like he's played them before. He's been in the industry. He had an NES. He made games for it. I would assume at some point someone was like, "Hey, dude, this is a whole genre of game. You want to play it?" Like I played RTS games and I fucking despise them. But maybe not. And thank you, Aisha fan, for becoming the tier 4 deluxe member. Okay, I remember what the tier 4 one is. It's $9.99. I have to remember that.
So that was kind of the point where after I had spent 30 minutes looking for where to go next, I was like, maybe it was on the map. Maybe. That's the only thing I can think of that I didn't check. And that would have been, I guess, my fault. But I don't remember looking at the map and seeing that breakable part like yellowed or called out. So
you want your handheld DSP?
Assuming I'm right and it wasn't on the map, basically what the game was telling me was, hey, you're 2.5 hours in, and you...
Oh, yeah. NES games... am I showing my age if I say this? NES games back in the day, you had to almost buy like every copy of like Nintendo Power to get the answers that you needed. Because again, that was pre-internet era. It was so fucking weird.
You are playing a game where you could get stuck, and your only solve might be to go through the 200 rooms you've opened and just start shooting everywhere in hopes that something opens up, right? I'm like, there's no way. It just didn't feel very Nintendo. It felt very Bush League in that sense. But again,
what?
Maybe I missed something. Maybe I missed a tutorial message or something explaining, like, I don't think I did. But anyway, so that was the first.
But if you think you might have, wouldn't you go back and like check?
First part. There were. I didn't find the game too hard, like it was tuned really bad. At least not where I'd gotten to. But this, this is. I was playing with this, right?
Okay. Oh, jeez, you sweet boy. Oh, holy shit. Anyways. Why is he playing with, like, that shit? Like, I don't know. Get a pro controller or something. Or just play it in handheld mode if you're going to play it that way. Is this really what his... Like, oh, it's the controller, dude. This is a DSP-ism. We're going to spot as many as we can. And you know what? At some point, maybe we'll do a shot-based drinking game. Smiley face.
This is the default controller. This is what comes with your Switch, right?
God, everything he says sounds just like Phil. Holy shit.
And this is a nightmare to play this game with, okay? I think, and I'm playing it on the stream and I have the chat telling me,
oh no, chat had to help him. Holy fuck.
oh yeah, you need to get a pro controller to play. And I'm like, nowhere on the box does...
Wait, is it wrong? Wait, hang on. Is it wrong to say you can't review if you didn't finish the game, at least for non-MMO games? Well, so for MMO games, you can get to the end. So if you complete everything that is in like that expansion, main story-wise, or if it's like a single-player game, like I went through and beat Psychonauts 2 all the way to completion before I ever made that review, and that one was like 100%. Some games I'm not gonna get 100% on, but it should be a standard that if you're gonna at least review a game, at least put some time into it, because some games just, they are like hundreds of hours sometimes. But in the case of Metroid Dread, it's not like he was missing a whole lot. I mean, to me anyways. Wait, please, no, don't NECRO with the shots. Listen, $100, I'll start the shots, okay?
Does it say this is for pro controls, right? And I'm just like, you're making software first party for your main hardware. You're not doing it like with a peripheral, like the cardboard thing they did, or the Wii Fit. This is a base game that you play with your fucking Switch.
Yeah, and
you're telling me that it's really bad? Because I mean, these little fucking nub sticks are horrible.
I'm trying to see if I might have like, I think I have my Pro Controller. It's like in a bag, like behind me. But does he know that he can just? He has the money, and I know he has a Pro Controller. There's no way he doesn't. Like, I think even Phil has a Pro Controller, and Phil's poor
to play this game, because these the game requires you to do a lot of like multiple, like L1, L2, R1, charge Y, let go, right? And you're trying to do that really fast, and you're trying to do that with your character not moving, okay?
See, now here's my rebuttal to that, because controls are a fair point. I can agree. Imagine if fighters required arcade sticks. They don't require them, but the input is a lot, I would say easier. They're a lot easier on a fight stick. But it does come down to personal preference, and that's not to say that he doesn't have a point. But it's that if he knew that these controls sucked, he could have switched to another one. I'm really disappointed in you, NECRO. I got baited thinking you were a cute anime girl. Listen, there's a lot that happened over the past 24 hours. And unfortunately, I'm not a cute waifu. Maybe one day.
Okay, but a lot of times if you push up on the stick, so she's shooting up like a big boss eyeball, which I got to, you shoot up, but you end up shooting off to the right because your thumb has to be just perfect, at least on my controller, right? And I've never had an experience with drift on this thing, so
I'm gonna press X to doubt on that, because Nintendo came out and said that the sticks, the little sticks on the Joy-Con were kind of like car tires and they wear out. But also drift.
So when I was like, okay, that mixed with the fact that I'm like, I don't know where to fucking shoot.
Oh man, if he played Kid Icarus Uprising, he'd have fucking shit his pants.
In order to advance, and I could get stuck, and I'm like, okay, is it a map reading problem? Is it a puzzle problem? Is it the fact that I just haven't shot everything in every level?
I haven't heard a single person say controls are bad in this game yet. From everyone that's played it, I have not heard controls being the issue. I've heard it be like something else. It could be like graphics, maybe I've heard like maybe once or twice, but I don't think I've even heard a murmur of controls. Drift occurs with usage. Facts. Actually, I use the Pro Controller, so I don't actually use my sticks. I fixed my drift problem just by blowing the joystick. Whoa. Wait. We're accepting here.
I was just like, that's just asking to be frustrating for me. So, I wanted to share those views because I thought, if you're considering getting it, I mean, I've heard it's very difficult, right? I don't like really difficult games.
So is it difficult or is it the controller? I mean, they're not mutually exclusive. Like, you can have both of those things at once, but is the game difficult because of the controls? I hope that that's what his next statement is. I really hope so. And, oh my god, you know what? You told me how to say this name and I already forgot. Ron Harushin. I think it's Ron. Ron Harushin. Thank you for the 5. It says, he tried killing an enemy above him by jumping and shooting. Didn't even use the free aim. Sounds like we got a Dean Takahashi on our hands.
But I've heard some people say, no, it's not that difficult. I didn't play far enough. There was nothing in the game that was too difficult for me.
You know what? Let me keep this going.
Other than what I've just explained, which that's not really difficult by nature of it being hardcore and you need to go get good. That's difficult in the sense that, you might want to let people know that you probably shouldn't play the game with this fucking thing.
Then say that instead of... So, the only things I've gotten so far from him are the game has breakable walls and ceilings, and I didn't know where they were, and the controls are not that good. But now he's throwing in difficulty, but then rolling it back to, well, that's not like difficulty like in the game, it's difficulty controller. Then use another one, I guess. I don't know. Like, he could just use another fucking controller.
That makes it really hard. And you probably want to let people know that, hey, and again, unless I miss some visual cueing, there are parts in the game that you can only advance by shooting stuff and just hoping you get lucky. And I did have somebody in the stream say, well, that's Metroid.
Yeah, and they're right.
And I'm like, okay, well, that's shit.
Oh my god, this sounds like a DSP rant. Phil, that's how roguelike games are. Well, roguelites are shit, dude.
That's a shit piece of design that should be called out. If that is true, and there are rooms in Metroid that are not secret Easter egg rooms or secret bonuses where they hide cool goodies like in Quake or Doom where you go up against every wall and push, but this is literally the way you advance, is you just have to start shooting stuff if you get stuck.
Yeah, now correct me if I'm wrong, chat. There's some guns in Metroid that you can just shoot because you have infinite ammo? Question mark? Or ones that you can kind of find very easily. It's been too goddamn long since I played one. He just likes that you need to buy extra devices to enjoy the game. And that's a fair point. Why doesn't he say that?
And hope you hit something that's breakable that looks just like every other part of the level? I'm sorry.
Shit, he didn't even need to make a review for this. He could have said, guys, you're going to need a different controller to play this game. It sucks on this controller. And he probably would have had, like, way more positive reception. But then he's just kind of shitting on it. Because, by the way, if you missed the part earlier, he shits on this for being bad game designerino. But he never said anything about the controllers until this video.
Sorry, that's crap. But again, that's my take on it. Maybe you would see it and go, no, I could totally tell I had to shoot that. But hell, I asked somebody in the chat that was telling me, I said, how did you know how to shoot that? And he said something like, I think he said, oh, I saw it on a video or something. And I'm just like, it's a ridiculous concept.
We live in the digital age, bro. Get over it.
Ridiculous to accept that that's cool. But again, maybe I just missed some things.
You probably did. Thank you, Ron Harushin. I'm going to stumble on your last name. Ron Harushin for the 5. Maybe you pronounced it right. And yes, Metroid does this. It's tradition. The game even tells you to do it. Curious.
So I deleted it. I don't like it.
Wait, what game isn't bad on the stock Joy-Cons? That's not a valid complaint against Metroid Dread. It's a problem with the Switch hardware. It really is. You want to know a good example from the NECRO point of view? Tetris 99. Tetris 99 is such an enigma of a game that you almost have to have a hardwired controller. Because the latency on it is just weird. And it's not too noticeable, but if you play Tetris, then you know.
It's off my radar. I'm moving on. I'm going to go back to playing. I want to finish Kenna. I want to start Psychonauts 2.
Oh my god, he's gonna hate Psychonauts 2 then if controls are gonna be his problem, or maybe Kana, because even DSP was like struggling with that for a little bit. But whatever.
There's so much to play that I have no patience for playing something that's gonna just be frustrating. But the point is, I heard it's hard too. So if you
I heard it was hard. Okay, so let's recap. Let's recap. He says the controls make this game hard, but it's not difficult. It's only difficult because of the controls. I only played 2.5 hours in, and it wasn't that difficult. But I heard it was difficult. Is this fucking real life?
You throw all those things I didn't like together with the fact now that, hey, you're about to have some hard shit coming up, fuck off. No thank you. No fun for me.
So this man is a fucking fortune teller because he can see into the future about how hard he's gonna struggle with the game.
The last thing is, I just thought it was a very bland looking game. I don't need art to look realistic or photoreal, but in terms of, and I know the levels would change, every now and then you got to like a really great background that almost felt like, you know, you saw animals in the background, like some kind of dinosaur shit, and it was like, okay, this is really fucking...
Oh my god, he recorded this on fucking stream. Comparing Gaffy to DSP is starting to feel like an unfair slight against DSP. I know. Even Phil, as much as he might hate controls and he always bitches about them, he'll still get through a game. It's the weirdest thing.
Fucking cool. But 90% of what I played for 2 hours was just sterile metal hallways.
Wow, I couldn't imagine that a space game might have metal hallways.
It really felt like a high-res, you know, Game Boy Advanced license title in terms of the visual set. It just looked very repetitive. And I'm not saying the whole game's like that. But
then how... Again, 2.5 hours.
But it was very strange for a $60 AAA first-party game to have such a uninteresting visual design.
Space game uninteresting? What the fuck does he think was in Dead Space?
Especially given, I mean, this is not, you know, Yoshi's Woolly World was gorgeous looking, and that was a 2.5D game. The Kirby's Yarn game was gorgeous looking, and that was a 2.5D game.
Bro. What? Those are two different games. One's cheerful and made for... It's technically made for kids. And then this one is space, shoot alien, and or robot.
It's not a prerequisite to make a 2.5D game. Your environments have to be so similar. And I understand maybe it fits...
What the fuck is Hollow Knight? Question mark?
The fiction. But the fiction's fiction. You can change it to make it more visually enticing. It was...
This is such a weird non-complaint, to be real with you. It's such a weird non-complaint. He would hate literally any Metroid game before this. If he ever went back and played it, he would just fucking hate it. He'd be like, oh my god, these controls are dog shit. How did I know that I would get hurt if I went into this lava? Hit the pen. You know what? I might use the thing. Hang on.
It's very drab. The controls were great though. Even though I have problems with this controller.
Wait, what?
The controls, you know, you're not going to find anybody in their right mind complaining about the fluidity with which this character controls.
By the way, please, if you're going to review this game, specifically, I'm going to put that out there for everyone. If you're going to review Metroid Dread specifically, you better beat the game. How are the controls dog shit? But then you're like, oh, this character controls great. Oh, this stuff, it controls fantastic. Listen.
In their right mind complaining about.
Hang on, let me go back like more.
The controls, you're not going to find anybody in their right mind complaining about the fluidity with which this character controls.
Does he think that the shooting is shit then?
I think it's one of the best 2D controlling characters I've probably ever played.
Then what was the point of the statement earlier?
She feels just wonderful.
Holy shit.
But yeah, I shouldn't have to go buy a special controller to play this game.
You know what? You are right about that. You shouldn't have to. But also, why did you make the complaint about the controller to say that the controls are good? I don't get that.
And if I should, then they should have let people know that on the box, or they should have packed it in.
Hey, what about when you play Yakuza and it says real Yakuza use a gamepad? Do you have to go and buy one then?
And sold it for $20 more or whatever. But yeah, go fuck yourself, Nintendo.
Go fuck yourself, Nintendo. No, really. Fuck you.
I didn't like it. I don't understand why it's getting the praise it's getting.
Because people might have liked it or disliked it for a different reason. He didn't really give a reason. Not ones that were like, I don't know. This sounds contrarian. He wants something colorful. He wants to be in a romanticized world of pink and yellow. And I don't know what he wants, to be real with you.
I appreciate that it is. If you like it, that's great. I'm not, again, these are my opinions. People.
Yeah, they were your opinions on Twitter, and then you complained that people were giving you their opinions.
People coming at me lately like...
Coming at me? Probably because you told them that they were fucking stupid.
There's a right answer to this. It's my impressions. If you like it, wonderful. But I found it very disappointing. Because I was looking forward to it. The reviews were great. I love science fiction.
I love science fiction, but you never played a Metroid game? That would kind of be the thing.
Soundtrack, I love, by the way. Great fucking soundtrack.
So he's talked about everything as though he loves it. He sounds like he wants to fence it so hard on this game, but it's like he doesn't have any points. Oh, the controls are dog shit. But also the fluidity in the controls, you're not going to hear anyone in their right mind complain about the controls. But the controls are shit. Nice semantics.
In this game. And I was kind of looking forward to it. And it just was disappointing. So that's my take. I wouldn't play it. I deleted it after 2.5 hours. I'm happy I did. Moving on. Take it easy, y'all. Bye.
Damn, even Phil will beat a game. Holy shit. Chat. I mean, so, and I know that Sweet Life of Dio Brando was coming in for the clutch for this dude. He was just like, no, it's fine. He can complain about the controls. The control thing is accurate. And then, I don't know what hit the pen means. Do you mean, wait, what's the pen? A pen? I don't know what you're talking about. Necro, you missed a video on him. What? No, I don't really want to cover that, to be real with you. I will let someone who has played through the game all the way do that. Because I think it'll be funny. Necro, that hurt to watch. Soiny ponies hurt. XD. True. Vape pen? I don't have a pen. And I used to have like wait, can we cover pony salt? We sure can. I think I don't actually have that many. I don't know where Frick finds all these videos, but description doesn't help much unless you were live. Link to your games. I don't have games. Wait, what? Games? Oh, like on Steam? I don't know. It's what's in the video. Kind of true, but it's also just what can you do? I'm looking through like Saltiest Gaming because this is like a treasure trove of stupidity. There's not really much you can really get from him because a lot of it's like a stream where he talks about how Xbox's Halo Infinite disaster, the beginning of the end for Xbox? Question mark. Oh, game's good. Oh, it was David Gaffey's games are good. David Gaffey thinks that his games are god tier. he thinks his games are the shit. Because he made, holy shit. Because he made, what was it? Twisted Metal and, God of War. Oh, wait. There's another one? Or is this the same video? Is this like a different cut of a video? I'm not watching that. Can we post links in chat? I think you might be able to. Calling All Cars is a masterpiece. Yeah, he probably thinks that too. I don't know what he thinks. But if you tried to tell him that he's not a PlayStation fanboy, he'd probably get really mad. Wait. Hang on a second.
Well, ridicule the lifestyle of other people. You put yourself above them. The anti-LGBT people do the same. I'm not ridiculing your lifestyle if you're religious. What I'm saying is that religion historically has been a harmful thing for society.
Oh, jeez. David, you're doing that thing again. David, you're doing the thing. By the way, how is he going to play this and say that Metroid is dog shit? What? What the fuck? I don't even get it. It's not even a live implosion. I think he's strange. I have some videos that I had downloaded. And there's a part of one, and I might be able to find it. It's about Xenoblade Chronicles 2. And, fan service. And the reason I didn't cover it is because I saw that he was coming out with more videos. And I didn't want to make one and then him come out with a thing that said, sorry guys, I was only bluffing. But he calls he calls Xenoblade Chronicles 2 a disappointment. And it's by a gentleman by the name of Captain Astronaut. Take with that what you will. Wait, weird question, but what exactly is your channel? I've only seen some of your videos. I don't even know at this point, bro. To be real with you. Alright. I found it. I found the video. It's this one. The only point, this is why I didn't cover this video. He has one good point, I think. And it's too many tutorials. I felt that way when I played Mary Skelter. I didn't mind the English dub. I know a lot of people turned it off. I didn't really care. Rex, and then you get to... Oh boy. This entire segment right down here. Oh, jeez. It's an experience. I don't even know what we cover anymore. I just make videos and we'll see where... Yeah, I still have it somewhere, I think. Maybe. Question mark. Here's, Xenoblade Chronicles 2 is a disappointment. Strap it in.
Lead. I mean, don't get me wrong. I like big titties as much as the next guy.
X to doubt.
But this is ridiculous.
You know the only people that complain about big booba are the ones that usually end up being the you-know-whats? I don't know. The pattern is there.
That's how the game should have opened up. The land of Orest is home to many titans of great size. Mor Ardain, Oriah, Gormat, and Pyra's titanic bazongas.
Anybody that has to refer to boobs as bazongas, like unironically when they made this video, they should be not very happy with themselves.
This is like the way that fan art would be drawn, not the actual official design.
But it is. Get over it.
Yep, we've reached the part of the series where I talk about women's bodies for way too long.
Why are people afraid of women's bodies? I think they're pretty fucking neat.
And I'm not saying real women with this body type don't exist.
Okay.
I looked for a long time just to make sure. Like a long time. Like a really long time. I'm saying
that means he looked up 14-year-olds. Prove me wrong.
They could have given her any body type, and they just so happened to give her boobs bigger than her fucking head.
Why would he... Okay. why would he play a clearly anime-inspired game to complain about anime-style character designs? And don't worry, if you're wondering if he's going to bring this up later on about the other games, you bet your ass he will.
When's the last time she's seen her own stomach? They could perform
Wow, where her organs? Question mark?
Cole's historically inaccurate plays on that balcony. I'm just clowning. Big titties is whatever. But
What?
her outfit is ridiculous.
Ridiculous. Ah.
You know, there's a difference between sexy designs and over-sexualized designs.
Okay, hang on. We gotta go back. Okay, this is such a weird fucking stupid point. The one on the left is made by company, by family-friendly company. The one on the right is made by Japanese artists. Why the fuck is he trying to compare these two? And also, if it's over-sexualized, then why do... Well, I mean, I know why people play those games, but... Like, is this the thing that we want to talk about? Whatever.
But I think we can all agree that this falls squarely into the over-sexualized zone.
Why?
Her chest is like this fucking vacuum-sealed, shrink-wrapped shirt. The
Big boobs are over-sexualized?
rest of her, top is basically an arrow pointing at her chest with a landing strip of lights that stop right at her nipples, completely backless top.
Does this dude freak out whenever he goes to the beach? I know I've used that before in like another video, but what does he do when he sees women at the beach? Oh, well, they're not at the beach, Necro. They're in a fantasy setting. Wow, it's almost like you hit the nail on the head. It's fantasy.
Tight straps on her hips, thong on the outside, and booty shorts 2 sizes too small to have her ass cheeks hanging out in half the cutscenes. Video games don't exist in a vacuum, and this game knows exactly what it's doing to.
Good.
There are so many pervy camera angles in this game, and not
Sitting... His head is laying on her laps. Did you play this game?
just of Pyra, but many of the female characters. It's ridiculous. Who's the horny
This is unedited footage. Literally during Pyra's first on-screen appearance, the camera zooms in on her chest.
on main cutscene cinematographer that was in charge of the staging?
Because it's hinting at the fucking... Hang on. Because it's hinting at this thing right fucking here. This thing. Holy shit. Maybe I need a drink.
There are more ass shots in this game than Final Fantasy X.
And people like that game too. Is this over-sexualized? Is showing someone's ass sexualized? What if they wanted to show their feet instead? The feet fetish people come out then.
When I think of how I feel when I play the
There's people that have a fucking staring fetish. If you showed this frame to someone where they have a fetish of people watching them, exhibitionist or something, they might get off to this. I'm just saying. Like, listen, if you're coming to Necro's channel to hear intelligent speakings, then you come to the right place. I'm just kidding. But there's a level of just common sense that you have to have. And anything can be a fetish, bro. There's people that have a hand fetish. By the way, hand OnlyFans. Only hands. Coming soon.
play the other 2 Xenoblade games, a lot of adjectives come to mind, but skeevy isn't one of them. I used to bring my Switch into work with me and play games on my lunch break.
That's kind of weird. Griffin gaming with the 10. Nothing wrong with the character having some assets. I agree. Wait, I don't have as many clips on my on my soundboard, but I got this one though.
I just can't do it. I can't take this shit no more, man.
No!
Pretty accurate.
But when I was playing Xenoblade 2, I thought, you know, maybe I should leave this one at home.
What does he think of, you know what, since Griffin's here, what does he think of Diva's outfit? I'm pretty sure this dude's played Overwatch. There's no way he didn't. If this dude loves weeb shit as much as he claims that he does, I know he's played Overwatch. Does he get mad at the booba in that game? They have some pretty revealing outfits, especially like Mercy. If you do the right thing, you can just turn it around.
I don't want someone to casually walk by and see, this? When did this become Xenoblade? I mean,
what if they saw this? I think that, well, first of all, why are they looking over your shoulder? And two, it's not like you're playing porn. And also, why are you trying to advertise it to people? What the fuck?
sure, this is only the third Xenoblade game in this series, but if in Zelda 1, Zelda looked like this, and Zelda 2 she looked like this, and in Link to the Past she looked like this,
Wow, we're strawmanning this. We're really making up a person right now. Oh my god. We're really making up people. I mean, this is a weird thing. She's not fighting. She's not a fighter. She's a princess. And even if she did look like that, that'd be pretty fucking Kino. Probably would play the games.
you'd be like, whoa, 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 what's going on here? Usually if you're gonna have a design like this on one of the main characters, you usually would provide some type of a reason for it.
I think Morag over here on the right, I think she's hot. She's sexualized to me. I love women with authority that are actually sweethearts. Deep down in their heart. Is that gonna make me criticize the game? Probably not.
Like if you're gonna objectify women in your game,
Objectify.
at least pretend to have an excuse. This is just lazy. There's no reason given for it, and it
But what about these other fucking dudes? They show the dudes in this and they got fucking muscles for days. What the fuck?
doesn't fit her personality at all. For example, I like
It doesn't fit her personality at all. I'm not gonna pull up anything for anime shit, but you kind of get my point if you know. Why are the endearing mother-like characters the one with the big booba? You don't really see that in the flatter chest characters. But again, are we really just gonna sit here and argue with a man whose name is Captain Astronaut?
I like the Bayonetta series, even though for her strongest attacks all her clothes come off, but
Wait, we hate that?
it fits her personality. Bayo is a strong, confident dominatrix witch. She owns her sexuality.
Who's to say that Pyra doesn't? I know I'm pausing a lot, but that's kind of a dogshit statement. She owns her sexuality. Well, maybe Pyra owns hers too. Maybe all of these characters are pretty comfortable with what they wear. That's so fucking stupid.
The agency of it lies with her, and it's all done in a very tongue-in-cheek way.
Oh my god. Griffin. Oh my god, Griffin with the 5. I wonder if this is one of those guys that refers to Bayonetta mommy. He probably does. And he's probably, speaking back to like the stream that you had about like the Bayonetta trailer, I think you pissed off a lot of people with that one. But it's facts. When you look at the Bayonetta 3 trailer, the gameplay reveal, just the graphics, they disappear. Where did they go? I don't know. People are, I'm fine if people like it, by the way. I don't play Bayonetta games because Platinum Games hurts my feelings.
In Xenoblade, Pyra has the personality of a glass of water, and is supposed to be taken seriously in this game while wearing the most ridiculous half-an outfit I've ever seen.
Did he not get far in this game? This is just cherry picking. They whined about Bayonetta and only changed their stance on it because the game was universally well received. Yeah. And again, you'll get the people like, this guy. And, he'll complain about it.
It's kind of hard to be emotionally invested in her plight when she nobly sacrifices herself to save.
Like, this dude right here isn't sexualized? Man. Whatever. But thank you, T-Play, for coming the premium tier 1, which is only $1, chat. Poggers.
The rest of the group, and
By the way, he smacked his controller, or his mic. That was not me. He got this upset while he was reading this that he hit his mic.
of the group, and the camera pans around to her ass cheeks just hanging out of her booty shorts.
This is like low-key NTR though, and I think it's kind of funny.
Do people actually want Rex in Smash Brothers, or do they?
Oh my god, yeah, I forgot this is before. I forgot this was before that.
They just want Pyra's chest in Smash Brothers.
Well, I'm happy to report that we got the booba. We did it, chat.
It was at this point in the game when I realized I might not be this game's target audience. Well, really, it was right at this point.
Now place your hand on my chest.
In game design, when making a sequel, you don't want to just appeal to your current audience, you also want to expand out to a new audience with each game. But I don't think that should come at the expense of alienating your current fans who have supported you up to this point. I might think these designs were good if I was a teenager.
Or if you're anyone with a fucking brain.
And I get the fantasy aspect of it, but as an adult who gets rejected by real women on...
By the way, he used this unironically. Wow, we made it, boys.
Tinder? It just seems kind of odd.
By the way, is that why he's mad? You know what? This might answer Griffin's question.
But as an adult who gets rejected by real women on Tinder, it just seems kind of odd. But
yeah, I could only imagine that you might not like the human figure of women all that much if you can't date them. And maybe that's his version of a joke, but it's also really fucking depressing.
You know, Pyra's just one character in the game. Pretty soon you get 2 more girls on your team.
And are they sexualized yet? Oh, wait. They are.
Nia and Poppy join your party. And at least they don't have over-sexualized designs, right? 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 Oh?
This is sexualized. By the way, this is his version of sexualized.
My god? What the fuck? The over-sexualized designs of Nia and Poppy.
Hell!
So Nia the cat girl starts in like a jumpsuit, but then halfway through the game she reveals her true form, whose design gets a big ol' what from me.
Yeah, anything that might show a little bit... it might show a little bit too much for you. God forbid you actually see skin on a character that might frighten you. Wow, this is literally dog shit.
That pussy can barely contain her pussy.
By the way, if that's the first thing he noticed, that says more about him than it does about us.
And here's a question. Why does the happy little robot girl transform into a busty maid and then again into a cyborg stripper?
Because her creator is a fucking weeb. Did he not retain any information from playing this game at all? Oh, holy shit.
All 3 of these women power up through the course of the game by taking their clothes off.
Yeah, it's commonly known as like an innuendo or whatever they call it. I'm too fucking angry to really formulate words.
Does this game intend for you to be fully erect at all times?
I hope so.
If playing Xenoblade 2 for 4 hours or more, consult a doctor immediately.
I don't want my doctor knowing I'm popping a boner to a big booba robot.
I'm just not completely sure how the female characters in the Xenoblade games went from this to this to this?
Wow, it's almost like it's a different universe.
I feel like you skipped a couple steps there. Now you could make the argument that for Poppy and Nia, their transformations fit their character arcs, with
they do.
Poppy growing into more of an adult and Nia not needing to hide her true self anymore.
Did he even play the game for more than an hour? I would like to believe that he did. I don't know. I don't know if, like, the people that complain about these games, I don't know if they actually play them. Because there's no way in the world I would say something stupid like this without having played it. I would have been like, you know, I just didn't like this thing, but you guys might like it. That's what I do in like almost every review. I go, guys, you may not like this aspect of this game, but I didn't find it to be a problem, or I found it to be a problem personally, but you might not. But instead it's, I don't know, it's like attacking their sensibilities or something.
But with stories, there's 2 types of analysis to keep in mind.
Oh boy, you want to get philosophical, chat?
The Watsonian, which is, what's the in-story reason for this? And the Doylist, which is, why did the story writer do this?
let me go ahead and tell you something, chat. Let me tell you something very important. This shit doesn't matter. Griffin with the 5, bro, did this man have a DSP moment while playing this game? Like when his mom opened the door or something? What straight dude complains about assets? Like, bro, it reminds me of there's a DSP clip. I will find it for you, chat, and you will love every single second of it because it shows you the type of person that Phil used to be and the kind that he is now. And it is just fucking strange. So when he was in his old condo, I think it was when he was dating Leanna. This was the clip right here.
Black Cat, who after playing Web of Shadows in 2009, I fell madly in love with, and her giant breasts, boobies, 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 titties, 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 titties.
Like, that used to be old cool Phil, and God, Phil used to be fucking cool, but now you can't get him to play anything that has sex in it. He hates fucking The Last of Us 2 because of the sex in the game. Like, I just didn't find it appealing, but it wasn't like, oh my God, ack, and then I, like, turn away. I just probably sit there with, like, you know, doing my little thinking face, and I go, I don't like this. But, you know, that's just me, though.
With Poppy and Nia, the Watsonian reason for their designs might sort of fit their character arcs, but the Doyless reasons for their designs are, sex sells, we wanted to sell more video games.
Why does he act like ass and titties? Being in a video game is bad. Didn't he say that he liked Bayonetta because she owned her sexuality? So why can't they own their sexuality? Maybe that's part of their character development or growing up or opening up. Like, that's kind of fucking stupid, dude.
And I already know some people are saying,
well, in Xenoblade 1, you could take their clothes off, and in Xenoblade X, you could wear bikinis over your armor, and both games had its fair share of pretty suspect armor designs.
I like the one on the left. Like, I don't know.
But yeah, you could choose to do that. Xenoblade 2 does not have alternate outfits. There's a big difference between horny players can choose to put the girls in ridiculous outfits, and this is the default and only character design.
And if you don't like it, then guess what, bro? You don't have to play it.
The default is how the game is meant to be played.
Wow, it's almost like that's the point.
But that's only for 3 of the blades, right? It's not like the rest of the female blades in this game look like this. Oh, come the fuck on!
I just can't do it. I can't take this shit no more, man.
It's very simple. I'll be real honest with everyone. Just making an edited YouTube video is very easy. Doing live improv reactionary commentary is tough. The hard shit is sitting here playing the raw games. That's the hard part. Streaming is way harder than editing videos for YouTube. Okay, it is. Real talk.
I fucking love that quote. It's so fucking dope. Holy shit.
The over-sexualization of damn near every female blade in this game. Okay, this is just way too much.
He's doing that Twitter thing where booba is bad. Does he know that they're not real?
To all of you who say, this is the same as the previous games.
Yeah, the one right here in the top middle, she got some booba going on. I just like this thing, like I think it's the hair. It's the bedhead thing. Oof.
That is the biggest false equivalency I've ever heard.
Is it?
The series went from like 30% horny to 300% horny.
Does he know that there's armpits in them? If Singa saw those armpits, he'd go fucking nuts. Or the tights.
You cannot sit here and honestly tell me that these are the same. I see no difference.
Yeah, obviously there is a difference, dipshit. It's one has well, actually they all have nuance. again, these other ones are like, I think the first one is, or the first one, yeah, the first one is fantasy, which is why it looks that way. Xenoblade Chronicles X, I think, is more futuristic. And then the one on the right is fantasy again. But it's also kind of like a... Like, there's technology in there, obviously. So, it's almost like it's a different setting.
And yeah, I love how, like, all the female blades are designed to appeal to a different fetish. It's just like...
Well, isn't that a good thing, though? Question mark? Chat?
Cat girls, fox girls, weeaboo girls, church girls, bunny girls, big titty.
Are you guys ready for the biggest and funniest joke of the entire fucking stream? I hope you're ready.
Goth girls, MILF, sex in a bathtub, roller derby, hand job, blow job, bestiality, trap, domination, lolicon. Lolicon, sexy life.
Yeah, isn't it funny when you keep saying it over and over again? And as I said, there is a pattern when you see people calling lolicon pedophilia. First of all, it's all fictional. I'm sorry to disappoint Captain Astronaut, but it's not real. And two, the people that usually say that end up getting caught trying to text and send their dick pics to minors. The Smash players keep going through it. They can't fucking stop themselves. And before you, well, Necro, obviously this guy is different. I'll show you something after this video. Actually, I'll show you right now. Here, let me show you something. He is a Nintendo-centric channel that plays a lot of fucking Splatoon. Like, a lot of Splatoon. I mean, a lot of Splatoon, bro. So, if he's gonna call anyone a pedophile because they like lolly, he needs to go ahead and set himself up in the fucking county, bro.
Sexy librarian, sexy secretary, sexy robot girl, Storm from X-Men, very foreign girls, necrophilia.
I get it because she's dead. Holy shit. Take two with the 5. Hey guys, lolly equals pedo. Am I right? I want to game end myself. Me too, bro.
Vor? Almost every female blade is either half naked or a titty monster.
That's fucking great.
They all look like shitty gacha game characters, so I guess the design is actually pretty accurate. This is not what comes to mind when I think of the direct sequel to the story of Shulkin Pals.
It's kinda not, though. It's in a different universe. Why is he making this so fucking difficult?
This character design is just the game designer saying, well, we don't have much to offer in terms of gameplay, so here's some half-naked girls to look at least. Xenoblade 2 is
half-naked because they show skin? Question mark?
What I like to refer to as a titty game. There's nothing inherently wrong with making a titty game or playing a titty game. You don't see me making a video series complaining about, I don't know, Gal Gun or Dead or Alive Beach Volleyball.
Because you'd get fucking demolished from orbit.
Because they're titty games. You're not playing it for the good gameplay.
No, I play Dead or Alive Extreme Beach Volleyball, no cap, for the gameplay. Gameplay is fun. You could gamble in that game. Why is no one playing this game? Also, the mini games were actually kind of tough sometimes, but that was a different time.
You're there to see half-naked girls shake their genitals, and
I don't know what it is, but every time I hear something like "shake your genitals" when it comes to women, the only thing I can think about isn't even like shaking their boobs or their ass. It's just like, just know if you know. If it's down there, that's all I'm thinking about. It's dead. It's a dead game. No, it's not. It's a fun game. That was when games were fun. But then the second one came out, and then they had microtransactions.
And that's what Xenoblade 2 is. All fan service, no substance. There's a difference between having some fan service in your game and fan service being the focus of
holy shit, she got some thick thighs.
The game. And it's, I don't know, a little disappointing considering that 1 and X were the best RPGs on their respective consoles.
And right now, the second one is doing really good. Until probably SMT5 comes out, and then that'll probably be it.
And I personally, in general, don't play titty games.
Don't worry, we could tell.
And look, I get it, alright? Game design is hard and takes a long time. You don't want all the time you spent on your game to be wasted, so you're gonna do whatever it takes to make your game stand out from other ones.
He assumes that their entire point after the fact was, guys, we gotta throw some boob and ass in here. Or, sorry, he calls them bazongas. I forgot. Is he fucking stupid? we gotta throw all the fucking TNA in this game, bros. It's not gonna sell, except that it will.
There's more games than ever before.
He just showed the same game right there. I think there's even more than that. So he should never have used this fucking part of the video.
Before. You ever been on the Switch eShop? There's like 5,000 fucking games on there.
But how many of them are actual games? Like, I know they're actual games, but how many are like, you know, not shovelware? Kirby Zero Lewis with the 5, it says, there's nothing wrong with the titty game, but also, Xenoblade 2 is no substance in all fan service. So if he knows it's a titty game, then... Listen, logic is kind of hard.
And most of them are garbage.
Oh, well, at least you admitted that.
So one way to make your game stand out is to put cute girls in it, I guess.
He must not know what the games are on the eShop then.
And there's nothing inherently wrong with putting a bunch of cute girls in your game. But
then what?
Considering that this was the Switch's first big original mega RPG on the system, published by Nintendo themselves, was this really necessary for its success? Well, maybe.
This is like the most dog shit take. Well, they had to have boobs for it to sell. Eastward's a really good game. That probably won't sell, and it has no booba in it. And that game's great. But booba bad, guys. I forgot.
But I don't think it's a hot take to say that character design should fit the character.
They do.
Mario's a plumber, he looks like a plumber, it's simple. But
he's Italian.
But in Xenoblade 2, none of the Blades' appearances match their personalities.
Wait. Wait, they don't? She's very militaristic. She has a sword. She has conviction. She's like, I'm gonna fucking beat your ass, bro. What the fuck is he talking about? Now he's just talking out of his ass. It's not even about the fan service that might exist. It's about this part.
There's a great video by Ludish.
I don't fucking care. I don't come here to watch your video to see about this guy's video. Because he's gonna back you up, right? Question mark?
Scary? About Xenoblade 2 and sexualization that does a way better job than I could do explaining it.
Don't worry, he didn't do that great either. That's why you're not showing the likes and dislikes, bro.
But what I will say is that maybe if you're going to have a sexy character, maybe make it fit the character?
What?
I mentioned Bayonetta earlier as an example of sexualization done well.
Wait, so he's not gonna shit on this game? Isn't this technically a titty game?
Another example I'll talk about is Primrose from Octopath Traveler.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Help.
Help!
You know, a good game.
Okay, yeah, sure thing, bro.
I'd say that she has a pretty sexy design. I think that's fair. What does she do in the game? She poses as a dancer to woo men to do her bidding and gather information to track down her father's killer. In the context
That's literally the only first part that he played.
of the story, she's wielding her sexuality. If you
Well, yeah? Question mark?
go out to the club, you see a lot of women wearing sexy outfits, right? Because they're expressing their own sexuality.
Okay, and by the way, I find it maybe it's just a me thing. I find it a little weird that he took these pictures from Google to make this point.
The agency of it lies within themselves. It's their choice. But I don't get that sense from Pyra or Mithra or any of these over-sexualized characters. Instead, I get the sense that we objectified a whole gender to sell more games.
Wow, that's a dog shit take. You know, I like that you use the W too. That's kind of funny. We are just being ableist now. We really are. We're just bullying on this fucking sped.
At least that's what I see. Thanks.
Well, you don't see a lot, by the way. Also, that's the second video. I'm not watching that. Holy shit. This dude got a motorcycle helmet and put a hat on, and he said, "Yep, that's me." Well, to be fair, I'm a tomboy, so I guess it kind of doesn't matter, huh? Holy shit, chat. That was awful. I might have not this video. I might be able to find another one. Part 2 of Cringe. I don't think I can. Mouse cam. You know, I'm going to move that right there. And I have just the mouse pad for it. And I might have to actually clean it. There we go. Booba mouse pad for the stream. There you go. NECRO, do I have a Discord server or something? I do not have a Discord server. That got I was gonna say yeeted, but it's just dead. Wait, did we drink yet? I mean, I can. I also got some nachos I want to heat up too. By the way, I don't know how to get this little thanks button. I want to implement it, but it's like, you have to be like super fucking cool to get one. Apparently I'm not super cool. Well, wait, do you know about my friend Flamenco? I know about Flamenco. I don't talk to him that often. I think that's more of a me thing than it is a him thing. I'm not saying I dislike him. I'm just saying, like, I just don't talk to him. That's all. Like, watch Crap Gamer talking about Forza. Oh my god. Wait, why am I doing that? Griffin, are you gonna be streaming tonight? Because if Griffin's gonna stream, then you need to watch it on his stream, because he loves Crap Gamer. All right, Aaron Montaru, thanks for stopping by, at least for a little bit. I think I might have another video somewhere of something. I have Where Doom Eternal Went Horribly Wrong. And I have Anime Has a Sexual Harassment Problem. By the way, these videos are ones that I was gonna do. I might still do them, but the Xenoblade one is gonna be tough. I think I like probably low-key started on it, and then I said, I don't know about that. You know what? I got an idea. Manime Matt's a person. What? Holy shit. You guys want to get really upset? Oh my god. Well, we already watched the one about the Tobey Maguire Spider-Man thing. That was dog shit. Listen, if I have to suffer, you have to suffer. I know a lot of you guys like the Oda-chan show. I don't personally care, but this video was kind of like a he got down on his hands and knees and kind of like went to town, bro. Real talk. Thanks, Ron Harrison. God, I got it right the first time. Yes. You take care. Is Black Clover worth it? Question mark. Oh, you know what? I was gonna do this one. Coronavirus made me watch Neon Genesis Evangelion, and I have some strong opinions. I started it and then I bowed out. Let's find a really fucking stupid video. I think he has like a few. I love this one. Classic. Instant fucking classic. Why Hisoka rocks in Meruem is shit. I don't know enough about Hunter x Hunter to do that. But I would love to. Why Attack on Titan Season 2 is trash. 4 years ago. NECRO, I'm scared. Okay, we won't do this one. But I kind of want to do this one. All right, we got to find someone else. We got to find someone else that's not stupid. There's actually, holy shit. I like that these are like the ones I get. Does this guy hate fan service? I don't know, to be real with you. I don't think I really looked that hard to try to find out. Oh, yeah. Oh, my God. There's already a Squid Game anime. I don't know why I got here, but I know I have a watch on it for some reason. Maybe it was because of somebody sent me like a part, and then I looked at it and I said, I don't fucking care. Holy shit. You see how well received this one is? That's because he knew what to not say. Mother's Basement is like the worst. If you ever want like bad opinions on video games, he used to be a video games journalist. I don't know if many of you might know that. And he also used to work, I wouldn't say pretty close, but he used to work close enough with like the game theory people, which is why he has a thing. Oh, jeez. Oh, my God. I have to introduce you guys to cringe. Necro, am I on a podcast? I am on the Scarlet Symphony, where me and Jeans talk about... I don't know what the fuck we talk about sometimes. I think, like, the last time we were talking about Sora and Smash, and then it devolved into, like, Halo. And then we went to something else. Doomslayer, I think, and something else. Who's the bigger idiot, Neuralities or Jeff? Huh. Probably. If I had to put my money on who I think is the bigger idiot. Probably. Holy shit, that one's tough. Tough, dude. Probably with Neurality still. Squid Games or Alice in Borderlands? I have not seen Squid Game. People keep trying to make me watch it. I don't know, chat. Honestly, I think they're both equally idiotic. I think, okay, so it, you know, this is kind of like a talk segment. Okay, so the thing about Neuralities here is that, I feel like she stays in her own corner of the Annie-tuber sphere. She doesn't make that many bad takes, I would say. And in the case of like these two and then this one, holy shit, there was fucking 3 of these videos? Oh my god. Do I understand the way of the booba? I hope so. But like, I think Jeff is the bigger idiot. I think, maybe? If I had to look at this again, I would say that Jeff is a bigger idiot. I'll tell you why. In this video, you know what, we never did get a conclusion to that video. Do you guys want a somewhat conclusion? We'll see how much of it I can suffer through. I actually legitimately, when I say I rage quit this video, I actually stopped watching it. I didn't want to watch anymore. I said, I don't need to hear anything from you. And people criticize me. Well, Necro, she brought up good points about equality. The second, hang on, we may not even do that. The second that you start saying that, because this is pretty much the thing, whenever you start saying that lolly shit is equivalent to minstrel shows and the enslavement of black people, do I have to care what you say? Do I have to care that a thing that happened to my people, I say my people, hundreds of years ago, is somehow related to Japanese cartoons? This is a dog shit take. I'm not gonna lie to you, Chief. But Jeff Thu, I think, says kind of the same thing, and then he kind of did it in where was it? I don't know if I can find it. It was not a recent video, but this one, Detroit Become Humans, the worst civil rights allegory, where he kind of says the same thing but in a very not offensive way. Oh, Nara, I know that you're black. It's great, isn't it? Wait, can we make fun of Mother's Basement next? We can make fun of him in... I think I did this in one stream where we made fun of his Uncharted video, but for the sake of argument. Yeah, I did. We did do that one, but we didn't do any of the other ones, though. I made like a whole ass stream for that one. I don't think there's really much that I can cover about Mother's Basement, to be real with you. I think the fact that those 3 videos have so many likes proves that people can't tell between fiction and reality, and the schools failed them. Yeah, I feel like Jeff is a long, consistent carpet bomb campaign of idiocy, where Neuralities just drops atom bombs of idiocy. Yeah, that's kind of the thing. That's why it's really hard to really nail that one down. Mother's Basement is one of the only Anti-tubers still making content. I gotta say, I give them props to that, I guess. What do I know about the most based VTuber, Athena Bambina? We used to be mutuals on Twitter, and then I got fucking yeeted from orbit. And then I had to make a new account. And I don't think she has one again. Maybe. Yeah, you know what? I don't think I watched that one. Let me see if I can find that. It's like the jerk or the work or something. This one. This video. I have not covered this video, and I made a video starting out. Oh my god, I don't want to hear him that much. But I made a video about this where I kind of like did it as an April Fool's joke, but I never actually did this video, and I was going to finish it. But we can go through this together. I didn't watch all the way through, but he uses these examples as though they're good.
Director of recovery of an MMO junkie is, how should I put this delicately? He's a bit of a Nazi.
Oh, holy shit. Now, maybe I'm just stupid. Yeah, anime content is dying on YouTube, so they're turning to vlogs now, absolutely. This is like almost peak Mother's Basement. If you really want to say that. Peak Mother's Basement is calling people that he doesn't like Nazis. And here we are.
Yeah, I know that word gets tossed around a lot in
yeah,
popular discourse these days in a slightly hyperbolic and sometimes not so hyperbolic fashion, but this is not one of those situations.
It's because, if you don't know, spoiler alert, he's a Holocaust denier. Which is stupid because it's literally there. It's in history, it's recorded, so I don't know.
Director Kazuyoshi Yaginuma's Twitter likes are a sea of Holocaust denial and neo-Nazi rhetoric, and he's also tweeted many anti-Semitic sentiments himself in both English and Japanese. These tweets date back at least as far...
By the way, Canapa Effect has me blocked on Twitter. Not on this new one, though, but on the other one, this is where I get all my information from, he blocked me on my main account. Can't have that difference of opinion.
Far as 2012, and the fact that he managed to secure a directing role after pushing such a vile ideology probably says a lot about Japanese culture and the country's inclination to sweep its own horrific war crimes under the rug.
Damn, this got racist quick! Holy shit! I was not expecting him to get so racist. I didn't get that far when I made the original one.
But that's a topic for another video.
Spoiler alert, it never became a topic for another video.
Recovery of an MMO Junkie is one of my favorite shows from last year. I think it's very well written and cute, and I've even explicitly praised the direction of the show for being creative and efficient. I would definitely unequivocally say that Yaginuma is a good director, but with the same assuredness, I'd also definitely say that he's a bad person.
Sure. I don't even, like, is this even, like, really his, though? I mean, it probably is, but, like, when you're subscribed to the Fourth Reich 2009, I don't know if I can take you seriously or not.
This kind of dissonance when it comes to art is sadly not uncommon.
Yeah?
We tend to put artists, especially celebrities, up on pedestals, conflating the quality of their art with the quality of their character, and
you shouldn't do that. So, questions?
Turning them into role models when maybe they shouldn't be. And as the recent string of #MeToo scandals in Hollywood has demonstrated, being a great actor or director doesn't preclude someone from being a shitty person.
Oh my god. Oh yeah, I forgot that this video is, like, weird. Yeah, you guys shouldn't. If you guys, okay, I've got the video working on, so I'm not gonna spoil it. Just trust me.
And this creates an unfortunate conundrum for those of us who study and critique, well, any kind of art, really, but especially narrative-focused artwork like books and movies.
I played through Psychonauts 2, right? And Tim Schafer does not have the same belief system as me, and he doesn't have to. And I would say that he, like, if he saw me on the street, he would probably think that I'm a dipshit if he said, oh, you don't like this everything that I'm doing? Well, you're just a bigot. And be like, well, that sucks. But I played through his game even after I learned that, and I said, oh, great. This is fantastic. I love this game. I don't have to like Tim Schafer. I just happen to like the game. What's the beef with Canepa Effect? I can't remember what it was, but there was a tweet thread that he made, and it was fucking stupid, and he was wrong, and then he started blocking people. I think that's what it was. I wish I could remember. It was years ago.
How are we supposed to take great art, talk about it, and engage with it when it comes from not so great people?
You don't think about it.
I mean, it's not like we can just divorce the opinions of creators from their artwork, especially not in the case of narrative-focused works with a singular creator. When some
You can, though. You don't have to look into a work of someone and then, like, oh, well, their work is really cool, but I looked it up and they're a Nazi. There's people I fucking watch that don't have the exact same belief system as me, and I'll watch them. There's people like I can't even get this out of my mouth at this point. There's people that are on Twitter that I follow that are 100%. You guys are gonna hate me for this one. There's people on Twitter.com that I follow, and they got the vaccine, and they know I'm not so with the vaccine, at least until we get some more information or the Novavax one comes out. Then I'll get it. But I don't have to have everyone agree with me all the time. If I wanted that, I wouldn't have made a fucking YouTube channel.
Someone is creating a story, of course the way that they view the world is going to inform how characters act or how society functions in that story.
What?
It's inevitable. Or is it?
It's really not. I wonder what the weird subliminal message was on literally anything that is pornographic. I don't know.
Ender's Game is arguably one of the greatest sci-fi novels ever written. Its author, Orson Scott Card, is vocally opposed to same-sex marriage, and his negative views on homosexuality have largely eclipsed the actual merits of his books in popular discourse. They were definitely the driving points in the conversation surrounding the film adaptation of Ender's Game, and
which was dog shit, by the way.
It was even boycotted by LGBT groups.
Okay. But people still went and watched it, unfortunately, and they hated it.
Expect then that the film or the book itself would be pieces of anti-gay propaganda, but if you've seen or...
I think that people, when this is like where people think that if they see a curtain that's blue, and then instead of them saying the curtain was blue, they have to relate it to something. It's their depression. Or maybe the fucking curtain's blue. I feel like that's what a lot of people do when they read a book, is they look into something a little too much, and they start overthinking it, and then they have to have it be that thing. Sometimes, not all the time, just some people.
Read Ender's Game, then you know that's really not the case. Parts of it can be interpreted that way, but by the same token, there are many who find the story to be empowering. Ender's Game is a story about a young man who is bullied for how he was born, whose existence causes problems for his religious parents, yet he forges his own identity, rises up through his own willpower, and eventually learns to love, understand, and accept beings who at one point seemed alien and hostile to him. It's easy to see how those themes could resonate with, say, a gay youth in a religious household.
But I thought he was anti-same-sex marriage, though.
Judging by what they said at one of the film's promotional events, that's the message that both director Gavin Hood and Harrison Ford, who plays Colonel Graff in the film, took away from the book and tried to draw out in the movie adaptation.
And you know, I did not hear positive things about Ender's Game. And maybe that's the reason why. Again, I could be completely wrong.
Further complicates matters. Ender's Game is already a book from an anti-gay author that can be read to have a message of tolerance, acceptance, and understanding.
You know, you can go to Chick-fil-A and no one cares if you're straight or gay. They'll still serve you a chicken sandwich. And they're fucking delicious.
The film, meanwhile, has dozens of authors. The director, the producers, the composer, the actors who bring each character to life, the production designers, the editors and effects artists, and the cinematographer. All of those people, in using their talents to bring the story to life, had a hand in deciding how it was told and ultimately what it was about.
Did they, though? Because usually the author gets to say, yeah, we can do that. Or no, we can't do that. Maybe that's just me.
Can you really even say that it's Orson Scott Card's movie after all of that? Even if the text isn't homophobic, are the book and the movie inherently bad because their original creator had those views? And
wow, you should meet the people that hate Harry Potter now.
Is it worth punishing all of the other people who worked on the film for the views of just one of them? MMO Junkie wasn't just made by one guy either. Yeah,
you know, I hate that this argument always comes up. This wasn't made by just one person. Yeah, we fucking know. Unless it explicitly states that one person made this, I don't give a fuck. I don't know who any of these other people are, and I don't think I need to care who any of these other people are. If Tim Schafer, that's what I had to argue with someone about too, is, well, Tim Schafer, he's a bad guy. I'm not giving that shit at any of my money. Great, I don't care. But you do know that there was more than Tim Schafer that made the game, right? Like, even if I didn't care that I gave Tim Schafer money, or, you know what, the better example is Call of Duty. People say, oh my god, Call of Duty is the same game every single year, Necro. And you know what? And it still keeps selling volumes. Gangbusters. And Bobby Kotick still gets to walk away with $300 million bonuses, so what's the fucking problem here?
Yaginuma had a whole animation staff working under him, and the show was adapted from a web manga written by someone who's never expressed anti-Semitic views. As director, Yaginuma certainly had a hand in shaping the tone and message of the series, but he didn't put anything racist in the show itself, and it would be a real stretch to say that it's just his show. So, watching and paying
Crunchyroll
for MMO Junkie or Ender's Game doesn't directly endorse or spread hateful messages, but then that's only part of the equation. Because while these products may not be hateful themselves, supporting them puts money in the pockets of people we know to be hateful.
Oh boy, he would hate to see who might work at the company that he gives money to. That's a very strange statement.
And by increasing their clout as creators, gives them a bigger platform for spouting their ideals.
Like you? Like you spouting these ideals right now. This makes no fucking sense.
Which is troubling, to say the least. Nobuhiro Watsuki, the writer of Rurouni Kenshin, is a pedophile.
Yeah. I would say debatably so, only for the case of he didn't do it, but he had a lot of footage, so yeah, he's still a pedophile, bro. Like, it's a strange situation.
That doesn't bleed over into the text of Kenshin at all, and
yeah, it doesn't.
Kenshin is arguably one of the greatest shonen anime ever made. However, every time someone buys a Kenshin manga or watches the anime, he earns royalties.
You know who keeps earning royalties every time their song gets fucking played? Elvis Presley. Just because a person's alive or dead doesn't mean that they stop getting money. I don't know why that's a point. It might be made by Aniplex, and they might have published a whole bunch of shit where they were just like, okay, we're gonna produce this anime about thing, and it might be a thing that he doesn't like. Shit, he shit on what was it? The one with the little fox girl. He shit on that show. He was like, oh no, this is dog shit. Or was it Nekopara? It might have been both.
Or, at the very least, people who paid him for the license to that content do. So, why is that a problem? Because Watsky was recently charged for possession of child pornography, which he would have had to buy on the black market from the people who made it, and he paid them with money he earned from his manga, which he got from his audience.
Senko-san, that's it. I think it was Senko-san that he kind of like shit on, and he was like, I thought this was gonna be a cute, funny show, and then he found out how cute and funny it really was.
So, in a very real sense, every Kenshin fan has ended up, against their will, financially supporting the abuse and...
You don't have to. You can literally pirate it. I mean, you can sail the high seas in Minecraft.
Exploitation of children. Maybe with just a fraction of a cent, but even that is far too much. So that's just one way that supporting even totally unrelated content created by bad people can support their evil practices.
So you watched it on Crunchyroll to help support the industry, right? So you're still supporting the bad people? I mean, I'm not one to call him out for that. I don't really fucking care because, you know, it's his money, but... Is he really going to try to throw this in here?
In fact, anyone who buys Kenshin right now is probably directly paying for Watsky's legal defense. Not that it will do him any good since Japan has a 99% conviction rate, but that's, again, a topic for another video.
If I remember, he didn't have to really serve anything and he only served a fine. Huh.
But what about how content can win its creators' influence? For an example of that, we need look no further than YouTube, and more specifically at JonTron.
Here we go.
A polarizing figure, to say the least. While he's said some pretty awful shit, there's almost nothing political about John's videos in themselves. They're mostly just absurd comedic takes on video games and movies that are harmless and pretty funny in their own right. But because of the fame that these videos have won him, John's voice is greatly amplified when he makes hateful, racist, and factually incorrect statements. When he said that wealthy blacks commit more crime than poor whites on a live stream, thousands of people heard him. Even worse, at least some of his fans listened. The archive...
And you know what? And I'm gonna be real with you, Chief. I didn't even watch it because I don't watch Destiny, for one. And two, John was not prepared for that, which is why I wouldn't say it's not why I don't do live debates, but the live debate thing is weird to me because it's not for my safety, it's for the other people. So when it came to Destiny doing this thing with JonTron, if it's factually wrong, fine. But he owned up to it. He's already an immigrant, so it's not like he's just being like anti-black or whatever. I don't know. Maybe I didn't see a real problem with it. Like when PewDiePie was on the bridge, I didn't see an issue. Now, my tolerance is a little bit different than everyone else's. But, again, I don't have to personally like JonTron to enjoy his videos. Because his videos are fucking slapping, bro.
Live debate has almost 1 million views on YouTube. Statistically, at least some of those people have to be dumb enough to take what John said as fact, even though it's completely false.
I hope that Mother's Basement brings out some stats because I'd love to see them. because I don't actually know the stats myself, but I would like to think that maybe somewhere Destiny or JonTron and even Mother's Basement bringing this up will say something about it.
JonTron's ideas wouldn't be able to reach so many people if his videos weren't viewed by millions. Heck, he probably wouldn't have the time to think about all these awful things if he didn't earn tens of thousands of dollars from the one video per month that he makes. Our views...
This sounds like jealousy more than anything. Just being real, this sounds like jealousy. Oh, you guys are supporting this guy's videos? Cringe. He's a Nazi. You should support my videos. I hate Nazis. That shouldn't be the crux of your argument, bro.
Enable and support the spread of his bigotry. But does that mean that we're morally obligated to stop watching? With garbage people like the Paul brothers...
Wow, are we really comparing those two things? A guy that went and filmed a dead body to a guy that might have said something on a stream? That's a weird stretch.
Or Rice Gum or Leafy is here, it's easy...
He hates Leafy is here because... reasons.
...to dismiss their content based on their personalities, because their personalities are the content. If you don't like the one, you probably won't like the other. But
yeah, I don't like the Paul brothers because they're not only awful content, but they're fucking stupid. Outside of their content, they're just terrible people all around. So...
But it's entirely possible to despise everything that JonTron stands for and still find his Dino City review or his Starcade series or anything else he's made to be hilarious. I mean, I do. JonTron had a massive influence on my sense of humor and my approach to creating this.
What fucking humor? You don't make a goddamn joke the whole time. By the way, when someone told me that that Griffin sounds like Leafy, I didn't believe them at first. I was like, who the fuck is this Leafy dude? Because I at one point was called a Leafy clone too. And I looked it up out of just a whim. And I said, holy shit. It just sounds like Griffin with a worse mic. If I didn't know any better, I would have thought they were the same goddamn person. I would have thought that that's his alt channel where he just talks about video games.
This YouTube channel. And while I don't enjoy his current videos as much as I enjoyed his old ones, that's because I disagree with his creative direction, not with his politics.
Just stop.
When I'm looking for inspiration on how to do absurdist humor on YouTube right, one of the first places I look to is to his channel, to Dino City Bro, the Malkovich series, and Takeshi's Challenge. And by the same token, if someone asks me in the future how to get anime romance right,
Oh boy, I don't want to hear any of your opinions on anime romance, dude.
I'm probably going to point to MMO Junkie alongside classics like Toradora and Kare Kano because, well, it belongs alongside them. It's that good. Even though, by doing so, I'm indirectly exposing more people to Yaginuma's hateful ideas.
Then don't talk about it. What? Also, big ups Hood Hustler. Big ups NECRO. Shoutouts to Lummox and all the hired hoodlums in the chat. Big ups. I'm actually glad that today is Phil stays on. God, he complains so hard.
And that's not just speculation. He's been saying shit like this for years, but it's coming to light now because MMO Junkie is bringing more attention to him. And while it's good that people who will get angry about what he's saying are finally seeing it, that means that more people who...
Doesn't his girlfriend have an OnlyFans? I don't know if she has an OnlyFans. I would assume at this point that she does, because she used to do, what was it? I think it was like on Patreon or something, but it might have been on Patreon. I have no idea. But yeah, she pretty much sells her nude pictures online for money. That's why sometimes you'll never see Mother's Basement on camera, because she'll take his recording equipment.
Who might be more receptive to his ideas are also seeing them now as well. But still, this is a show that I think is worth looking at for anyone who wants to talk critically about anime, or tell love stories, or just enjoy a good anime in general for that.
I would not come to Mother's Basement to hear about that. And that's the problem that a lot of people fall into, is that they listen to anti-tubers, because they will go over things in a very autistic detail, but it seems like a lot of the anti-tubers just are not right.
that matter. Because putting aside questions of whether or not a huge number of non-garbage people who also worked on a show should be dragged with the director, should we as an audience miss out on good stories because bad people are involved in telling them? If you want to watch a good anime love story, MMO Junkie will scratch that itch. If you're in the mood for a dramatic tale of swords and samurai, there really aren't many better than Kenshin. Is it right to deny yourself something that you know will make you happy simply because the person who created it is a criminal or is using his fame to forward awful ideas?
I think I don't think Toradora sucks. I think it's overhyped in like the worst way. I watched it when it came out, but I'm gonna be real, man. I think people just hype it up a lot for no reason. I find some of the holy shit, let me start over. I find some of the anti-tubers get arrogant when fame gets to their heads. That's kind of why I'm like, I don't want to be up there at 100,000. Why in the world would I want to be up there for any amount? We got our nice little community here making fun of whatever this guy is.
This might seem like kind of a weak counterpoint to some of you. Many will say that nobody's personal enjoyment should outweigh the moral outrage against the awful things done by these creators. But good anime, films, games, and even YouTube videos can be more than just a way to vapidly pass your time. They can genuinely enrich a person's life, help them
fiction affecting reality. Where have I heard this one before?
Connect with others or inspire them to create themselves. That power of art is a big part of why I make analysis videos.
Holy shit. And you remember when he used to do those? Oh, whoops.
In the first place. My girlfriend Yazzie and I...
Yeah, I'm blocked. It doesn't matter. Also, she became a VTuber, so if you see a moth running around and it's made by Slugbox, just know that it's made by that it's run by two awful people. Her and Slugbox, who hates capitalism, but yet profits from capitalism. Curious.
I watched MMO Junkie almost religiously week to week as it was airing. We adored the show and characters for how they reflected our own relationship and experiences, and we got in a lot of good cuddling while...
Cuddling? I don't think that happened.
Laughing and going aw at some of the sappier moments. And while that might make you throw up in your mouth, for us it was a bonding experience that we wouldn't trade for, well, anything.
And then you found out he was a Nazi.
No!
For almost every work of art that's made by someone horrible, there's going to be someone out there who doesn't agree with them at all, but whose life will be made better for experiencing that art. Should they really deny themselves the opportunity to enjoy that because of the creator's sins? I don't think that's such a cut and dry question. And it gets even more complicated for people who work in or discuss media for a living. If you want to be an anime critic or produce shonen anime and...
There's no reason you want to be an anime critic, bro. There's no reason whatsoever.
Manga, you should probably familiarize yourself with Kenshin at some point because, like it or not, it's hugely influential and popular. With as
anti-tubers aren't getting the same amount of views like one time. Why is that? A lot of them have moved away from covering this, and they do vlogs. Mother's Basement's one of the only people that still does it. But people like the Anime Man and Giguk, they don't really make those types of videos. They just tell you what they're going to watch and what they're excited for. And that's about all you'll really hear. The rest are vlog videos. When you look at the landscape, a lot of people are watching anime more than they're watching YouTube stuff. Like, there's more people here on the stream than will probably watch my videos, to be real with you. But that's just kind of where we are. And again, it's something that you kind of put on in the background. But when you're wanting to be analytical and you want to watch Jeff Thu or, I don't know, Aki Dearest or any of these other people, you can't really do that anymore. And I don't know. I don't have the answers, but that's what I'd like to believe.
As many sales as FMA, Attack on Titan, and Hunter x Hunter. And while problematic media certainly poses issues for anime critics, it's even rougher for people looking to make or criticize films. And not just because of those recent Hollywood scandals. Roman Polanski is a rapist.
Oh yeah, we already knew that, bro. This is like, why is he bringing this up? Why can't he brought something up more recent?
And not an alleged rapist like Kevin Spacey or Donald Trump, where someone...
Oh my god, here we go. I don't care what your opinions on are, on the good old Orange Man bad, I guess. But I don't know. I have no idea, man.
Who's in denial can maybe argue that all of the facts aren't in yet. Roman Polanski was convicted of the statutory rape of a 13-year-old actress in the 1970s. He served some of his time, then fled the country to Europe, where it's alleged
Isn't this video about anime? Anime?
He raped and sexually assaulted more girls over the last 40 years. And look, as is the case with literally any famous
Wait. I don't think so, buddy.
Person who's done something like this, there will be people who argue that there are extenuating circumstances that complicate the issue. Quentin Tarantino. But we know for a fact that Polanski did one of the most horrible things that a person can ever do to another person. And he's been accused of doing it again since then. He is not
anime
a good human being. But he is a good director. Arguably one of...
Oh boy, I would not...
of the greatest directors to ever live. Seriously, Google greatest directors of all time and try to find a list without his name on it.
No, you might not find it now because we're erasing history, but, you know, go off.
Rosemary's Baby is one of the greatest horror films of all time, and while the Oscars aren't worth much, he earned heaps of praise and awards for The Pianist long after his conviction in 2002. And he's made many more great films beside those, including Chinatown, which is essential viewing for anyone interested in film noir, and probably for anyone who wants to understand film, period.
Because you know film. Question mark? Manime Matt also knows film, sometimes. Never.
Really can't overstate its importance. Any viewing or discussion of Polanski's work should definitely have a little "he's a rapist" asterisk next to it, and not just because it's abhorrent on its own, but because it shows how far Hollywood will go to protect the worst of their own.
Damn, he kind of spitting a little bit, though.
But that doesn't mean that we should ignore or dismiss the merits of that work or stop watching it.
Hollywood's a little different than anime, bro. I would dare to argue. I would argue. Movies are a bit different. Because, like, it's something weird. I don't know. If I had a movie with Kevin Spacey in it, I probably would not be too thrilled to watch a movie with Kevin Spacey knowing that he's raped people. Wasn't he in like an animated movie too, where he was like a dog and his family took him home? Yikes.
But then you come back to the problem of support. Anytime you buy a Chinatown Blu-ray,
no one's buying a Blu-ray, bro,
or watch the movie on Netflix, you're
sure
paying Polanski royalties, supporting his lavish...
Listen, Netflix already paid millions of dollars to get it on Netflix. I don't think that our fucking pennies actually matter.
European fugitive lifestyle, and according to multiple...
And also, they're not watching it on Netflix, if anything. They're not watching this on Netflix. When Netflix and chill was a thing... Sorry, that's kind of old. When Netflix and chill was a thing, I'm pretty sure people were not putting on Roman Polanski films to smash.
Allegations, his continued pattern of sexually abusive behavior, which is obviously not okay. Some people will say that the solution to this dilemma is piracy.
Yeah.
Knowing my stance on the subject, you can probably guess that I don't agree.
Wait, so what are we supposed to do then? Oh no, is this the bad part of the video?
Firstly, because in pirating a film or anime to spite the director, you're also stealing from everyone else who worked on it, and secondly, because if something is valuable enough to be worth your time, it's valuable enough to be worth your money.
But that doesn't make any fucking sense, Jeff. If you're telling me to not support them financially, why in the world would I buy it to still give them money? What the fuck? That makes no sense. Please, let's go back.
Despite the director, you're also stealing from everyone else who worked on it, and secondly, because if something is valuable enough to be worth your time, it's valuable enough to be worth your money.
He said you should not give money to the people that are doing bad shit, but that other people are also doing bad shit. So people say, all right, well, I'll pirate it then. That way they don't get the money. Those people that worked on that film probably work on a bunch of other fucking films that are not made by the same person. They don't have the same guy in it. And also, Hollywood doesn't even pay that great any fucking way. So I don't get that point. And maybe I'm just being retarded, but if I don't want to give bad people my money, I pirate it. And Mother's Basement says, no, you got to give bad people the money, but also don't. Holy shit.
I mean, if you're protesting the Nestle Corporation, you don't go out and shoplift Nesquik. You choose not to buy it in a boycott.
But it's worth your money, though, asshole. What are you talking about?
Because that's what makes the point, that you're willing to forego something you enjoy to avoid supporting bad business practices.
But then you're not paying the people that worked on it. This is so ass backwards. What are you talking about?
Practices or bad people. Stealing from people who have nothing to do with it, or even people who do, muddies the message. So then, maybe we should stop watching content from people we take issue with and protest.
This man doesn't have any fucking solutions. It's always one step forward and 3 steps back. Don't support bad people by buying their thing. Okay, I won't. I'll steal it. Oh, well, don't steal. You're stealing from all of these other people that worked on a thing. Okay, I'll pay for it. But now you're giving people, the bad people, money. What?
Maybe the principle's the same, although in practice it is slightly different. You can buy generic store-brand chocolate milk mix, but there's no store-brand Chinatown or store-brand Kenshin.
There really is.
Or store-brand MMO Junkie.
There really is. And to say that there isn't is fucking retarded.
If you want to protest creators like this, you will miss out on some good or even great stories. Your cultural landscape will be less rich and varied than it might otherwise be. I guess whether you're willing to deprive yourself like that for the sake of your principles, or whether you even think it's right to do so, will come down to the individual.
Wow, I didn't think this was going to be this fucking awful.
Now, as for me, if the tone of this video hasn't made it clear already, I'm torn. I think it's important to avoid financially supporting bad people or...
Okay, this might be the bad part.
Giving undeserved platforms to bad ideas, but I also think it's important to let art stand on its own merits, to recognize artistic greatness when we see it, regardless of where it comes from, and to learn from it, even if we disagree with it. It's hard to reconcile those values. In general, I'm a proponent of the idea that we should hate the jerk, not the work, and...
But you're still giving them money, asshole. You said not to give them money. Oh my god.
Vice versa. I might despise SAO, but from all outward appearances, I actually think Reki Kawahara is a pretty swell guy, and
Oh, no, he's not. Everyone knows that Gun Gale Online was good. That's the only good thing about SAO. And if anyone says otherwise, then they are clearly smoking that pack.
I'd love to grab a beer with him sometime.
No, you shit on it already. I would want to grab a drink with you.
But then, I personally benefit from that stance, don't I?
What?
I make art, or at least what I would consider to be art, and I also have opinions that would probably upset a large portion of my audience.
Or people that don't really fucking care and you block them.
I'm left-leaning. I support gay marriage.
There's right-leaning people that support gay marriage too. Nice try, asshole.
Abortion, gun control, and taxing churches, values that many on the right see as evil or authoritarian, and I share those ideas on Twitter a lot, even if I do keep them mostly out of my videos. Yet some people out there see my stances on these subjects, disagree with me, and still choose to support my content
By the way, there's more than just the under $2,000, by the way.
Because they enjoy it. I turned them down, but at one point the moderators of a right-wing Discord server asked if I'd like to partner with them because they enjoy my content. And when I told them about my views, they said they were irrelevant to why they were asking. They just like what I make.
Wow, it's almost like opinions don't matter.
And I'd be lying if I said that I wasn't touched and I wasn't grateful for people who think that way. I'm also, a middle-class white dude living in Canada, which
Oh boy, we have to make sure that we tell everyone that we're white.
inherently colors my perspective on things like this and gives me a much greater tolerance for things that would be utterly horrifying to somebody less privileged than me. So,
Less privileged? What do you mean? I think we know where this is going.
yeah, I would never say that my way of thinking about any subject is the only way that anybody's allowed to think about it, unless it's SAO.
Huh. Man. He wants to grab a drink with him, though.
So, yeah, I don't know. Right now, it's something I take on a case-by-case basis, and I'll probably continue doing so for the foreseeable future. Now, as for the specific case that started me on this tangent, what do I think should happen to Yaginuma-san?
I don't know. I don't know what you want to happen. At this point, I don't even know why we're watching this video.
Well, he should probably be fired because his actions are reflecting poorly on his employers.
No, they're not.
To be clear, I don't think that anyone should lose their job just for having a bad opinion. Even a poisonous, ignorant one. And it would be one thing if he was just expressing his own thoughts privately with his friends, but publishing them on a media platform, particularly one that he's grown by showing production stills from the anime, has a negative impact on everyone he works with.
No, it doesn't. It only makes people not like him, but they like the show. Most people don't even fucking know who this dude is. They don't even care. What is he talking about? Come on.
It's selfish on his part, and I think that makes him a bad employee. At the very least,
well, as we may have seen, people do like to call people's employers and tell them that they're being shitheads on Twitter.
He should be barred from using Twitter for, like, ever.
Deplatforming. That's definitely going to get me on your side. By the way, I don't support deplatforming. I think no matter who makes a stupid video, I hope that they keep making those stupid videos because I don't want to see someone deplatformed. I think deplatforming is taking away their voice, even if it's a retarded one.
That said, if he gets a chance to direct another show, I'll probably still watch it. Mainly because, well, I watch everything, but partly because he is a good director, and I kind of want to see what else he's capable of.
Then you're supporting him, then. I don't get this. I don't get that logic. Don't support them, but I'm gonna also support them. Of course.
Unless I change my mind on this by then, which I might very well do, because as I hope these last 15 minutes have demonstrated, it's a complicated problem without an easy answer.
The easy answer is pirate it.
Although if you have reached an answer that works for you, I'd love to hear about it in the comments below. Just
haha, get it? Because Lachlan's down there. That's pedantic romantic. By the way, I don't know if I told you this, chat, but all the AniTubers, they know me, that they never say my name. They let other people say my name. And then they respond.
Please keep the discussion civil. That's probably a bit naive of me to ask, but a man can dream. While you're down there, if you'd like to hear more of what I have to say about media, especially anime, then hit the subscribe button and...
Oh, yeah, please don't do any of that. Don't do any of that fucking shit. Holy hell. Oh, chat. And as you can see, I even left my dislike. I just want to clarify my points regarding John. I'm aware he's apologized for what he said, and I can appreciate that he was exploring different political stances at the time. I went through similar stuff when I was younger, so that means he wasn't being a shithead. I don't think he's a bad person necessarily. I was using him as an example because, 1, he's a creator whose work had a big impact on me, and 2, he's a good example of bad ideas being amplified by unrelated content. Boy, you guys would hate to see my Twitter then, because it's a bunch of fucking big anime titties. And almost none of my videos have anime titties. What have we done? Holy shit. Yeah, I don't think he's a bad person necessarily. Hint, hint. Like, bro, nice way to dance around it. Holy shit. That was like the one that I really wanted to cover. I don't think I'll still cover it. I think it takes a lot of energy to deal with Mother's Basement. And I don't think I want to dedicate that much energy to him, to be real with you. One I could always do, if I unlock the vault, I could get like what's in a scene, how SAO became the worst anime ever. I don't think you guys are ready for that one. Like, I think, personally, this one may be worse than this video. That's why I keep the likes and dislikes here, because sometimes this little green thing doesn't really mean a whole lot. You know what? I got an idea for you, chat. You want to suffer through one more video? Let's look up our good friend What the What here. Friend of the channel, What the What. They don't call me the N-word, by the way. The N-word being Necro. They call me Mr. 13. Yeah. Let that be a thing. So, I have two things of information before we start this thing. The first one is responding to the Trash Taste podcast, AniTubers Only podcast. And if you're wondering, why have I never heard of AniTubers Only? Well, that's because he made it up just for that video. This recording. Hey, you're such a necro. Whoa, you gotta be careful with that. Someone might hear you. So check this out. This is... I'm gonna let you in on the insider secret. We talked about this on like a different stream, but I'm gonna bring it up now just as a little quick sidebar. Yeah, they can call me Gogo13. Rest in peace. But he got mad because Connor, Sea-Dog VA, made a video about, or it was on the Trash Taste podcast, so I say a video, you know what I mean. But he made a thing about AniTubers only do things to appease themselves or their friends, their colleagues. They don't make videos for people like you. It's not things that are catered to someone like you. They're catered to their friends to say, look, I analyzed everything in this breakdown of Haruhi Suzumiya. And that's what they do it for. What the What took that in the most retarded way possible by saying, oh, well, he's saying that I only make videos viewable to my friends.
Hi, I'm What the What, and if you're not another AniTuber, then you can't watch this video.
Wow. Comedy gold. I love every second of it.
Uninstall! Uninfucking-stall!
Now, you guys ready to have 2 full hours? Oh god, no. I'm not watching that entire fucking trash fire. The Act Aj is a 2-person manga. Don't forget that. Is one where he does the same Mother's Basement thing. It was a 2-person thing. It wasn't just one guy, even though he did this awful thing. I got an even worse video for you.
Animation.
It is this one. It is. I watched this on stream before, but I feel like I'm in a generous mood. And it is. The God of High School's opening is worse than you think. And I would love to tell you, chat, that this video isn't dumb. But you know what? Before that happens, those are my headphones. I'm going to go to the bathroom really quick. You just sit tight. You sit tight, chat. Also, here, have some music. Until I return. Raise your hands, chat, if you have seen The God of High School. I don't know how many of you have, and I don't know if any of you will, but in case you won't, or in case you do, there's something you need to be informed about Wait, nobody's saying anything. No, listen, I already know chat's working. Shut up. I'm not DSP. Wait, it's not working? Yeah, it doesn't look very appealing to me. But the intro, I can't play it, but I'll tell you that I'll get DMCA'd for it. But the intro kind of slaps, especially if you're into that kind of music. So here's the beginning. I have this one on my back burner. This is the one I was gonna make, I think. No, it wasn't. It was the Sonic one. But
let's just cut to the chase here. No silly intro, no long history lesson or thing I usually do. Let's just jump into it.
You guys are about to experience one of the worst videos I've ever seen. And I don't say that about a lot of videos.
God of High School's opening is not good.
Wow, way to come out with a banger.
It's just definitively, in every way possible, not a good opening from every aspect I can think of.
Which probably is in a lot of ways. Let's be real. I don't think What the What understands a lot of things. And maybe he has a little bit of a point when it comes to reused animations, but we'll talk about that as we get further in.
It breaks most of what I consider to be the standard for what makes a good opening, and it's a microcosm of the problems that I have with both of the existing webtoon adaptations by Crunchyroll. That statement in
By the way, he told me I was lazy for using PNGs.
Of itself seems to be a very divisive opinion to begin with.
No, it's not.
As you'll find probably as many fans as there are haters of both Tower of God and the God of High School. And this criticism of a bad opening has very similarly been levied at Top, the opening for Tower of God. And while I also think that opening is bad, it's bad for entirely different reasons than God of High School's, and arguably even with Top, the problems it does have are very easily fixable.
Uh-oh. What do you mean?
As they mostly just amount to the black screens with plain white text ruining the flow and the drop in the chorus being fairly weak.
By the way, I don't know what the What listens to. I don't think I care that much to know what he listens to. But this is such a fucking dog shit take. The drop is fucking weak in this fucking chorus. Yeah? What music do you listen to that's so fucking great? Oh, that's right. He listens to Big Time Rush.
But without one of those problems, the opening is actually pretty good.
You know that one thing that people do on Twitter that they used to do? I don't know if they do it that much anymore. Where they go, "Hey, I fixed your art," and then they show you the most dog shit way that they fixed it. This is it. This is that video, because it's this part right here. He put the text without the black screen behind it and put it overlaying the characters. Problem solved, chat.
By the way, we discussed Tower of God weekly as it came out.
They kind of, who knows,
out on the seasonal Weeb Club discussion, and we're doing the same for God of High School, so you should go sub to that channel for more God of High School discussion as it comes out weekly. You should go do that.
I don't think I want to. I'm already having my ears bleeding.
Contradiction by Kisuke featuring Tyler Carr.
By the way, I don't know what it is about, like, what, but whenever he puts, like, future funk stuff in his videos, they're always dog shit. So I guess since OPs are going down, do you listen to Eve? I don't think I've heard of that. Or see the weird music videos he gets when he gets an animator on YouTube to do an MV for him. I don't think I've heard of that at all. But maybe I have, and I just am stupid. The beat slaps. What the hell is what talking about? Yeah, listen, it's about to get a lot worse. We're not at the worst part of the video yet.
Carter is an entirely different story, and what problems it has as an opening are beyond simple fixes, and the difference in quality between Contradiction to Top are also reflective of the difference in issues between the mediocre adaptation of Tower of God versus whatever the hell is happening with this mistreated Beyblade kicking Rudolph the Red.
Get it? Beyblade's funny because I put it in there for 2 seconds.
Nose reindeer abomination that Crunchyroll is trying to tell me.
Oh boy, you better not use that word.
Me as God of High School. This video, however, is not about the show as a whole, as I'm saving that for later.
Later never came. Weird.
Trust me, there's a lot to talk about. Rather, I want to point out how this opening being terrible is foreboding for the inherent misunderstanding of the material that the staff has for the original manhwa. But
if you want to know what the background song is, it's Moe Shop. I forget the name of the song, but it's on like one of their most recent like EP album things. If you were interested.
Also, for the future of webtoon adaptations as a whole. So what better place to start than with the song itself? I don't really have any strong opinions towards dubstep.
I don't have strong opinions towards dubstep. Remember that.
I'm fairly neutral on the genre as a whole, but it has to be executed particularly well for me to think anything highly of it.
You can say the same thing about every genre of music. Wow, I hate country music. I don't think anything about country music, but it has to be played pretty well for me to think anything highly of it. Man, I hate rap music. I don't think I care that much for it. But you have to rap about something for me to think highly of it. Like, that's such a fucking dog shit filler statement.
So take what I'm saying less as an attack on dubstep as a genre, but with the song itself. It's irritating. It's not a good song. It's a very simple build-up, then it slows down, builds up with vocals, then hits you with a bunch of blah, 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 with the repeat of the same line until the end of the song.
That's what dubstep is. Sorry to disappoint, but that's kind of what dubstep is. Oh, God. You're going to see why he hates this as an example, by the way.
It's probably the most generic example of a dubstep song that you could possibly do, which doesn't aid it when not only the instrumental is irritating, the lyrics and what the song is about can only be described as generic. I don't use that term often because I find its usage to be wrong more often than not.
Then why are you using it? Because you're using it wrong.
But especially in the case of an anime opening, a song about how a guy or girl is hot or cold, yes or no, in and out, up and down.
And before DMCA, also, that song was popular. So what's your point?
It's structured like a song that you would dance to in a club or at your white friend's birthday party.
I don't know where he gets this footage from. I don't know why he got this footage, but why did he need this? He could have just described it. This is kind of weird.
It's not the best for an anime opening. I am a heavy advocate for the importance of lyrics in anime openings, and you can find me talk more in depth about that in this video over here.
I don't fucking care.
Click on the card. But in anime openings, lyrics usually tend to say something about the show itself. Take Aruite.
Oh boy. I'm not gonna really make you sit through all of this, but just trust me when I say unless it has about little girls wanting to kiss each other and it's about astronomy and all this other shit, he doesn't care. It's like, oh my god, look at all of these thoughtful lyrics in this upbeat, popular song that is so cute. But listen to this dog shit. It's really this weird case of false equivalency.
Match the words and the idea behind the show, separating the two sides until the light of the stars unites their worlds. The instrumental even matches the heartfelt and chill tone of the show. Compare this to the God of High School.
Yeah, the God of High School's one is dubstep because it's a show about fighting. I don't want to hear about cute shit and I don't need a fucking message. Sometimes when I'm in the car, I don't need to hear about how I could be the best that I can possibly be. I want to hear about throwing stacks of cash on some fucking strange hooker's ass. Sometimes that's just where I want to be at. But maybe I'm the shithead.
It's a story very much as far as I've gotten in the webtoon, which is halfway into chapter 2 by the time this video comes out, which is well after the events that will likely be covered in the anime, though if it somehow fits chapter 2 of the manhwa into 12 episodes, it's the equivalent of adapting over 6 volumes of material into that amount of time, which is already pretty yikes.
Pretty yikes, bro. Also, this is like a weird nothing segment, but you won't miss anything from not seeing it.
God of High School tournament is about this inherent love people have for the martial arts they perform, and if they do so for their own sake as opposed to justifying it for the sake of others. That's why you see Jin Mori being the strongest out of everyone as he uses his renewal taekwondo.
By the way, he used a cover for this song, for the song which is the intro, and the reason he had to use a cover is for one, he probably would have got DMCA'd, and two, the guy that was singing the song turned out to have sexual allegations, I think, of underage people. And so they didn't remove him from the song, obviously, but they didn't let him perform live at Crunchyroll Expo like he was originally going to.
For the sake of what he alone wants to accomplish with all of his heart. This is contrasted in Dawi Han, who is fighting to get money for his friend's recovery, and Mireyu, who fights to find someone to inherit her family's sword style. So you would think that the opening's lyrics would have to do with something along those lines, the love of fighting or the drive to achieve one's goal.
It kind of is, though.
The contradiction instead is just
This is how reductionist What the What can be. Instead of looking at it from the standpoint that not everything has to be philosophical, like, it can be this. It's all like metaphors. Is he that fucking dumb he doesn't know what metaphors are? Is it funny yet? Have we found the funny?
I can't tell you what these lyrics have to do with fucking anything regarding that theme.
If you were to think about a fighting anime and you heard that song, I'd probably put this with it. But also, I don't need my song to tell me a thing. This is a hype song. This is when you go to the gym and you work out with. If he's talking about, well, this is like your white friend's birthday party music. Well, good. I have some cool ass white friends then.
Is the singer talking to the desire they have? But how?
Yeah. Because it's probably written as a song first and an anime opening second.
How is Jin a contradiction? Is it talking about the contradiction of their ideals? Well, the subject...
Yeah, probably.
...of the song is too vague to the point where that's not entirely clear.
Who cares?
And the only logical explanation is simply that the song itself is just a dance song that they turned into an anime opening.
Wow. That's almost like that's what they did.
None of the main three are inherently romantically involved with each other, and even the plot of episode 4 is strictly unrelated to any type of romantic desire, so there is just an inherent lack of meaning in the song's lyrics themselves.
Because it's an anime opening, bro. What the fuck?
This isn't even a problem with Tower of God's opening.
Oh, Jesus. Because they're two different shows, bro.
As that story is about the desire of reaching the top, and the perseverance and drive it takes to go there.
Wow, it's called The Tower of God. Keep on climbing. I'm in a show about fighting people with martial arts, and it's hardcore. Put some dance music on. Brilliant. I'm not even really trying to defend the show that much, but we're really going out on a fucking limb here to say something stupid.
As such, the lyrics literally talk about that.
Oh, wow. Lyrics talk about a thing. But what if you don't want them to? What if you made an entire song where none of the things that you've ever done are in it?
If you think the lack of meaning in the lyrics is a problem alongside the terrible instrumental, you'll find the visuals to be infinitely more frustrating.
Well, this is more Crunchyroll's problem than it is God of High School, so...
All of the animation present in this opening is directly ripped from the first 2 episodes with different After Effects filters and graphics flying everywhere. This wouldn't be a problem if this wasn't the first thing you saw when watching the show, and then everything you saw in this opening just happened again in the show but with a different color palette.
That doesn't bother me that same way. Because most people will probably skip it anyways. Why in the world would I put all that money into it?
Not only do these cuts of animation not correlate with the lyrics, they also don't tell you anything about the personalities of each of the characters.
It doesn't?
You never get that sense of Mira's airheaded yet brutal and scary attitude, or Dawi's chill and caring nature. You barely get a sense for what Jin's personality is, which isn't helped when he's the one who lip-syncs the funny albeit contradiction line, when he's literally the most straightforward in terms of personality in the entire cast. Speaking of that lip sync, the line is very obviously sung as if he's belting it out or bopping his head, but Jin's just standing there, as his mouth is the only thing he's moving, as his hand slowly reaches towards the screen, like the one meme, you know.
Yeah, I know, it's funny. He said a whole lot of nothing in that segment.
In fact, arguably...
Okay, so you can't tell what their personalities are by looking at them? I just want you, like, maybe I'm stupid. Maybe what's right. You're telling me you can't look at any of these people and tell me anything about them? You can't tell me what kind of personality they said. Wow, the guy on the left looks like he's a focused martial artist. The one on the left looks like a brainiac, but he has a bat, so he's... probably just gonna be a finessing motherfucker. The one on the right is girl boss status, and the one on the right is Anyways.
It only does a good job of showing the personalities of the wrestler girl and the baseball bat boy whose name I'm not even going to attempt to pronounce.
Wow. Way to be reductionist.
I don't have an issue with using shots from the show if it's done so in a creative way. The English openings of the Pokemon anime do this fairly well because the shots themselves are used creatively and vary in ways that show the many facets of
That's dog shit. Listen to what he said.
From the show if it's done so in a creative way. The English openings of the Pokemon anime do this fairly well.
How? How is a shot of them running? It's them running. A shot of these characters running, right? And then you skip to the next frame, and it is, what is his name? Scizor? Scizor flying at you. And then the next frame after this thing, I say frame, but you know what I mean. The next scene is, I forgot what that one is, but that's flying away. And then Pikachu running at you in the classic style. What do these things have in common again? Holy shit. That's fucking dog shit. Hoppip, I should have known that. I played through all of Gen 2 and I got all of them in Pokemon Crystal. I was a fucking G.
Vary in ways that show the many facets of the show as well as the cast as a whole. Even the usage of After Effects isn't a problem either.
But you're gonna make it the problem.
The World God Only Knows, Blend S, and Eden of the East have some of the most creative visuals I've ever seen in most anime openings.
But they just use After Effects though. And you're saying that they're using them creatively. I mean, that's fine. You can make that point, but
with The World God Only Knows being a masterclass in creative presentation that also ties into the meaning of the show itself. Even something like the Asterisk Wars opening has far better usage of this type of execution, along with the fact that Aswar uses entirely new animation for the sake of the opening.
Wow, he would hate to almost play any anime game, because some of those just use the same opening again. Oh, that's right.
But the visuals in the God of High School opening, from the random text that shows up on screen that just says battle and go, don't really say anything, and the entire piece just feels put together for the sake of having an opening. And even if you're going to use the argument that, oh, they don't want to spoil anything, they're showing you everything that happens in the first 2 episodes before the show even starts. So what's the point of having these pieces of animation if they're just going to show up later on?
That's kind of a weird non-point, because there's a lot of shows that tell you who villains are and who the heroes are, and they do that in the opening. But when this one does it with this cost-saving method, well, now it's bad.
Generic is a word I hate using, but I have to use it when describing contradiction, because even the way it's paced and put together is so by the numbers and without any care to
by the numbers is a weird DSP-ism.
The meaning of the story it's attached to. You can literally replace the song with anything.
You know, I'm going to show you this part, and I'm going to leave it in only because he made this point when he was on stream once. And you can put an anime opening with anything, and you'll get the exact same results.
And it still works.
Secrets that it hid. Now he's got superpowers. He's no ordinary kid. He's fantastic. My Little Pony.
Oh, I don't know if you guys knew this, but What the What used to be a brony. Probably still is.
Little Pony.
I have a bigger video on my alt if you want to see that, but
I don't think anyone wants to fucking see it.
Also had an entire Twitch stream where all we did was replace the song and every single thing we tried worked.
Because it's literally just visuals and a song. Oh my god.
And I mean everything.
Oh boy, here we fucking go. Fairy tale.
Oh yeah, he had to censor it out because DMCA.
Hi, fairy tale. I'm not going to beat around the bush here. It's personal, as you will come to find out.
Except this kid. Holy shit, this is the cutest child to have ever existed.
By the way, I'm not saying that they might be attracted to children, but A lot of their statements make me believe that they are.
Can't pronounce his name though.
Follow me on Twitch, by the way. It's twitch.tv/whatthewhat. Follow me right now.
He doesn't stream on there, by the way. He started streaming. This is going to be a weird stretch, and I'm going to go ahead and put it out here for you. But last year when the demic started popping off, I started streaming a lot more on Twitch. And it was back in March. Immediately when he found out that I was doing that, he said, I need to do something with my channel. Because the last time he used it was in 2019 when he recorded a video for that Minecraft thing clout chase video. And that's the last time he used it. And so then he streamed for a little while and I did. And now I don't stream over there that often. And so then he stopped streaming. So now he only does like one thing where he's like doing like this weekly monthly something. I don't fucking know what it's called.
Now let's go. Because of the structure of both the song and the visuals for the opening, there is no clearly defined build-up or chorus that a normal anime opening would have.
Because it's not a normal anime opening, dipshit.
And thus, just by replacing the song, you are almost guaranteed something will match the timing, because where the chorus hits in any other opening can fit anywhere.
Wow, it's almost like songs almost follow the same pattern. Not almost all of them. It's like if you hear like any pop song by like a producer, it all kind of sounds the same. You can do it with almost any producer. R&B, rap, pop music, jazz, literally anything.
In fact, there are 2 points in contradiction that I feel like where a chorus would usually go. And that's 9 times out of 10 where the other songs will sync up.
What it even is a normal anime opening anyway? It has to involve like little girls and them being lesbians. I don't know. According to what anyways.
The haphazard production of contradiction is very frightening for any potential anime adaptation of a webtoon.
I thought it was a bad idea from the beginning. Now we're just seeing it in person.
Because there is a very clear lack of specific care or even understanding of the heart and meaning of the show that is trying to tell. And trust me, this opening is just an example of the problems this show has as an adaptation. Oh boy, does this adaptation have problems. And this is...
Uh-oh, he's gonna do the thing.
...isn't the last you'll see me talk about them. I'm currently working on a breakdown of what's going wrong with Mappa's adaptation.
Oh boy. It's not frame for frame, guys. Oh no. He can't see it the same way. It's not the same.
Help! And why I'm scared for the future of Webtoon and Crunchyroll works.
Imagine watching Crunchyroll unironically.
Because this is how the community is going to view these stories from
the community
now on. And as someone who really likes the manhwa, God of High School deserved better than this.
I don't get... Oh, don't worry, we're near the end, but you take care, John Smith. The problem that I have with any AniTuber that does this is they all go, "ma community." It all has to be a community thing. It can never be an individual thought. That's the problem I have with content like this, is that it's never about the individual. It's always about the community. The community will hate this. I'm not the community. I don't give a fuck if they like it or if they don't. If I don't like it, then I don't. I don't know. That's just how it goes for me. But I don't give a fuck about what the anime community thinks. The anime community won't watch anything almost anyways. They'll say that any card game that has like monsters that come to life, like Shadowverse, they'll say it's not good because it's not Yu-Gi-Oh! Just look it up.
And I'm honestly just disappointed.
Wow. I'm disappointed. Yeah, don't worry. That's the end of the video. Thank goodness. Thank God we made it to the end. See, I knew we weren't that far. I don't think I have to tell you what the reception is, but he got so mad at people when they started coming to his video that he kept saying, "Thanks for the engagement." All right, buddy. And honestly, his live videos are not bad, but he did mess up. He made a mess up here. That's the thing that people go to What's videos for, is the Love Live ones, and then those stopped. And don't worry, he'll be back with more of them. People love the Love Live shit. He gets a little weird on Twitter, though. He does not give Love Live stands a good name. I'll say that much. He does not help them look good. Also, big ups to this video. 52%. I would have thought he would have deleted it already. By the way, the one that we covered on the last stream, yeah, that video's not going to be on here because it's private. Oh, jeez. But what can you do? Feels bad, man. Well, I think that's all I had for a stream. And also hand reveal, Booba. This mouse pad, you can get from superreflex_art on Twitter. He has a store envy, I think is what it is. I don't know what store envy is. But I'm pretty much done here. Yeah, welcome to Weeaboo Hell. You're absolutely right. This is actual Weeaboo Hell. And I congratulate you if you sit through it. Because I definitely can't. And he used to not make shit videos. He unlisted a lot of them. And then he privated a lot of them that he caught shit on. Drunk Necro. I'll do drunk stuff on the weekends. Because during the week, you guys can't drink. And then I don't want to influence you. So, the next stream that I do... let's see, what is today? Wednesday? If I don't do one at any other point, it'll probably be Friday or it'll be Saturday. Just so that way you guys can drink. And then we'll do something for that. I don't know. I'm also kind of dumb. But I don't like using the Booba mouse pad. Gets in my way a little bit. I hate Booba. Also, whoa. It might have died. Wait. That's weird. Holy shit. Lamau, I think it died. I don't know. It looks fine. Pal, I don't know. If it did, I don't know. I'm recording the whole thing anyway, so it's not like you missed anything. But let me do some shout outs again. Yeah, I don't know. Whatever OBS is doing. So I got shout outs segment. I love it. And then I'm gonna heat up some nachos. Like they're from a place, and I'm just gonna heat them up. But thanks to Willie the Kid for, I don't know what CHF is. I'm gonna find out though. Oh my god. CHF money. Swiss franc. It's a Swiss franc. Thank you for the 2 Swiss francs, Willie the Kid. Aisha fan for becoming tier 4. The deluxe tier 4. For Ron Henshin, Harushin, holy shit. For the, hang on, 1, 2, for the 2 $5 super chats. I could find the link really quick. I'm pretty sure I can. By the way, Wendy is queen. I keep reaching over to the mouse pad because I'm thinking it's there. So, I'm sorry. I'm kind of stupid. But, I spelled super wrong. Yeah, it's been a long day. I can tell. Holy shit. Does he not have a link right here? Come on. Store? It might be on the store still. If it's not, then... No, it's on there. Okay. I got it for you, chat. Poggers. There you go. That's his storefront. Griffin was here too. Yeah, I love Griffin. So that's the next one. Biggest of Griffin Gaming. A friend of the channel, Griffin. Great guy. If you see his streams, and then you see my streams, you should go to his stream instead. Because they're fun. But Griffin Gaming with the $10 and then the $5 super chat. And then the TPlay01 for becoming a tier 1 member. And then a Griffin again for another 5. And Take 22 for... You guys do like $5. I don't know. I'm not upset. I'm just... Is there something about like $5? but Take 22 for the $5. And then Kirby Zero Luis for the $5 as well. Familiar of F, I think is what it's called. Holy shit, it's been a hot minute. I watched that when it came out, I think, or I watched it like when it was like 3 seasons deep. 5 is a nice prime number. 5 is actually my favorite number. Anything with 5s. Maybe because I was born in May. What do I know, right? But yeah, the next drink stream, I'm probably not going to drink Jaeger. Actually, I might. I'm not going to drink this, though. The Jim Beam Devil's Cut can suck my ass. I'm not going to drink it. But, we'll see how it works, okay? So if it's not Friday, and it's not tomorrow, then it'll be Saturday. And then, I might do that thing that I did for, like, Twitch when I did E3. If you guys do $5 through Streamlabs, like a $5 tip, then I will down an entire little thing of what is it called? Moonshine. It's like apple pie moonshine. That's what I did for those. Is I took like a shot. They're essentially like little tiny mini mason jars of moonshine, and I will drink those. Yeah, it's a shot. Is Devil's Cut that bad? It is. It is not that smooth. It is actually, as it says, it's a spicier kind of thing. It's not like spicy like hot. It's spicy like it's gonna burn your throat on the way down. Listen, I am a certified alcoholic, so I know a little bit. But that's all I got for today, and I will try to not be lazy. If I don't stream tomorrow, that's because I'm uploading the shit to the archiver, which I need to put into the thing. It didn't save it. Feels bad. I drank a whole half a gallon of moonshine. Well, you're a much braver soul than me. I'm a fucking pussy when it comes to moonshine. But I'll do like $5 tip like things of that. I think I still have some. So if I do, then that's what we'll do, and then if not, then we'll just drink as usual. Oh man, Crony went live. Go watch Crony. Can I send you guys there? Does this have like a raid system? I don't think it does. It's fine. You guys will find her. But I'm done for the night. Listen, we'll do like a talk stream. I like doing free talk like this, where if we just chill and then I get a drink, then we can just sit here and shoot this shit. I think it's fun. So if it's not tomorrow, then it'll be Friday or Saturday, because those are days that everyone can drink. Probably Friday though, because it's a Friday. But you guys take care, and I'll put something else here that's not just booba, unless you want to see the booba, which there you go. You can see the booba better. I'll put something here. I'll print out like a picture with Claire. I don't know. Have fun, boyos. And women. I'm not here to assume. Have fun, and I'll see you in the next stream. Maybe.